Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Miss Angie?
I am hanging in there.
Uh-oh.
Hanging in there.
That doesn't sound too impressive though. What's up? What's up?
Like, you know how you're tired but you can't go to sleep? So after work, because everything is a big push to the end of the year, I'm
Hmm.
like mentally exhausted, but I can't fall asleep. So I'm just kind of laying in bed going like, I wish I could go to sleep. I wish I could go to sleep. So I don't know. But so I just say I'm hanging in there. So I don't know what the energy is. But retrograde is over, although it didn't really affect me that much.
I was just wondering. I was just thinking about that. It's interesting. It seemed like initially it did for me, and then it petered out.
With technology, but everything else, I just don't feel like it did.
Oh yeah, for me it was technology as well. Yep, yep. The rest was like, whatever, whatevs, whatevs.
But other than that, I'm pretty good.
Super, super. Well, I have no complaints either. I was out traveling, as you know, and catching up with getting back into the world and checking out some things. It was crazy, but it's been interesting to say the least.
Exactly.
Mm,
Exactly.
so I don't know.
The
So
weather was good today. I heard you were in the 80s out there or in Scottsdale.
I'm gonna say out there, you're here too.
Scottsdale, Scottsdale.
I was like, what? What did you go back
I
to?
didn't go outside at all today, so I don't know what it was, but it looked really nice out there.
I thought you were back in Michigan or something. What did I
Oh,
miss?
heck no. Listen, not in the winter, not ever. Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Exactly.
Oh,
That
no,
makes
no,
sense.
no. I don't do winter in Michigan.
Hey, Mars, and Miss Shauna. How are you, Miss Shauna? Good to see you.
Is Shauna, listen, every week they're like, is Shauna going to be back on Monday? Is Shauna going to be back on Monday?
I know a lot of folks are wondering, where is Miss Shauna?
We
Where has
miss
she
Miss
been?
Shauna. Tea
Yeah,
time.
yes. I was looking, and it's interesting. Every year they do this. It used to be every year they would do a YouTube. I mean, Restream would have a Christmas overlay, and they would put a Christmas
Oh,
overlay, Christmas lights and stuff. I
yeah,
don't see one this year. Isn't that strange?
that is.
Yeah, because we've always had them every year, but yet there is none this year. So we'll just have to put the thumbnail up, everybody. Welcome in. This is our Christmas special.
Oh, look at us. I feel so young on there.
Yeah, don't tell anybody it's an old picture.
I feel so,
Go ahead. Say what?
I said I feel so youthful.
Lord have mercy. It's been years for me since I've been there in that category. Look at
Shauna
this.
saying she's getting her life together. Hey, Victor, happy belated birthday. Yesterday was Victor's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Victor. How old are you? 97, 98, 99? What's the age? I always told Victor he was an old soul. I always felt Victor was an old soul.
He
So yeah.
said it's hard to believe we're leaving 2024. That is true because I feel like December just went like it was just a puff of smoke for December. And now we're like, oh, 2025.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like that for sure.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Absolutely.
But you know what? I don't see a lot of people saying, I can't wait to 2025. You do not see that anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
We're hanging on to the last nuggets of 2024.
Yeah, the remnants that keep giving. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. With that said, everybody, happy holidays from Angie and myself. We're going to show you a little video here, real quick. It's an oldie but goodie. We
One of
posted that
my
last year.
favorites. That is one of my favorites.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, yeah, that's it. That's about it. I think that's all. The happy birthdays. We'll do the happy birthdays again about real quick since we have a Victor birthday here. The Victor
Exactly.
and everybody else. Last week, this week, next week, any week. This is your birthday. This is for you.
Exactly.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy. Yeah. Well, let's get right to it, Miss Angie, since we're running a little late with everybody.
All
Hey,
right,
Brittany,
I'm ready.
congratulations, Miss Kittle and the little Mrs. Kittle.
What did she say?
Brittany's baby arrived.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it was a girl, of course, as we had said, and so the young one is
Oh
here.
my gosh. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Oh. Rachel, what you cooking? She says, I'm cooking, but I'll be back. What you cooking, Rachel? I want some good food. Like
You know,
some knife and fork good food, but I don't know what I want.
Rachel was lucky, one of our lucky winners of my monthly drawing.
Oh, yeah.
A
I
reader.
remember because it took forever to get the address and everything correct.
It did, and I finally got the book to her, and she confirmed that it was there. It did arrive, so she was one of the winners of the book, and it was good to get it out to her. So I haven't done the December drawing yet. I need to because it's gonna be close, so I can't wait to see who's going to get there. So of course I'm waiting till the end of the month, and then we'll figure that one out. But this month I did a little different. This month I offered people either the book or I offered them the note cards. These are the note cards.
Oh, those are so nice. I
I
like
remember I talked
those.
about those, the note cards. These are the note cards from all the images of my book, and as you can see, that they're all they have the blank inside, and then of course on the back it talks about the thing. So there you go, and they come with envelopes. But anyway, I have that, and then the third thing offered was a free reading. So whoever wins this month has one of three options. They get to pick which option they prefer, which is nice.
And for you all who hear the men screaming in the background, that is Brandon. I don't have anybody tied up in my room. That is Brandon. He's back from school, playing his video game and screaming like a crazy person.
Which means back to normal, which is wonderful.
Back
I'm
to
sure.
normal until January 13th or January something, yeah.
Exactly. So she's making carne asada, rice, sopa, and ceviche. Oh my gosh! Is it shrimp ceviche or is it shrimp or is it fish ceviche,
Oh
Rachel?
my.
Because I'm into big shrimps. I'm a spring.
Hey, Edward.
Hey, Edward Justice, congratulations! It's your birthday too. I just played the
Oh,
birthday
yeah,
song.
I did just see the happy birthday to you too.
Yes, and to make sure that you heard it, Edward, here's your birthday song too. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy.
Oh, she said it's shrimp and crab ceviche.
All right. Yes, yes. The fish doesn't do much for me, but the shrimp, hell yeah, and crab. Oh, of course. I'm from
I've had
Baltimore.
the shrimp before. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I
I've had
love.
homemade and I've had the kind from the restaurant. And I have to say the homemade was a little bit better than the restaurant.
You know who
Actually,
really?
the first time I had it was from a restaurant, and I was like,
Oh, really? Oh, that's not cool.
yeah.
I had I had shrimp ceviche. Is that my dog's hair on my thing? Yeah, of course. Ghost. I
Everybody loves the glass.
Yeah, these are the reindeer glasses. I told Angie I had a red pair and I can't find them. They were like Christmas tree glasses, and so I had to go with these at the last minute. I'm like, where are my glasses? So anyway, but you're welcome, Edward. Yeah, the Hey Kathy, welcome in by the way. No, it's interesting. I love there's a shrimp ceviche that they make that they sell at Costco that is
Oh, really?
actually damn good, and I love it. And when it comes in the house, it doesn't stay long because it
You
gets
know, I liked Costco's chicken salad, I think it is.
from the rotisserie. They use the rotisserie chicken and do it
I
with it.
don't know what they use, but I had it. Like, you know how you go in and you get a taste, and oh my gosh, it was so good. But they sell so much, like it's a nice package. It's too
Yeah.
much for me to eat, and I'm the only person that eat it. But it is really good.
Yeah, it's interesting for me. They have that, and then they have a few things that are good, but that is my biggest takeaway from Costco is definitely the shrimp ceviche. It is
Oh,
so good.
really?
And
I'll
then
have
what I do is on Monday night on Mondays, sometimes I'll go to Costco and I'll get the shrimp that's already, it comes in like a square, like a big block, and it's a square, and it's already steamed, and then it has the cocktail sauce in the middle that you can take the thing off. And so sometimes that'll make my dinner for Monday and Tuesdays,
oh
and I'll
wow.
eat the shrimp for dinner both nights. And so it's something I like very much. A Baltimore kid can't get it out of me. I love my shrimp and my crabs. And so I don't do the fish because it's interesting. In Baltimore, we really aren't fish oriented. We're shrimp and crab oriented because that's what we have there. Lots of crabs with the brackish water brings the blue crabs, and oh my God, the blue crabs are just unbelievable. But yeah, so I tend to those are the two that I eat a lot: the crab meat, and the shrimp. And then it's interesting because I have a friend of mine. My dad, the memory comes to me now specifically because a few days ago we got a little text that this really sweet young lady young in relative terms. There was our family lived on Gilmer Street. This family lived on Stricker Street, which is 2 blocks away, right? And they had kids the same as we did, boy girl, and they're all the same, around the same ages. And then they had one more baby, and her name was, we always called her Babby, and she was she was the baby. And so when her mother was alive, her mother was a waitress at this restaurant, and eventually the youngest daughter, bought the restaurant and named it after the mom, called it Miss Shirley's. And so when we were down, and my dad was fighting cancer. Remember he had brain cancer, and he had just finished his last treatments, and he was let go of the hospital. And so we drove back, and we decided to stop there and get a meal on the way home. And she was so sweet. And then her sister Sherry was the chef. And so her sister Sherry made us some special true traditional Baltimore crab cakes, inner city style, right? And so they were like these big old things like this, and like this, about this thick, and they were just unbelievable. And so that's the first time that Sherry and Babs had seen my father, and he was looking healthier, but chemo had taken its toll. So anyway, so the other day I got a message that the girl who bought the restaurant and was running it and called it after her mom, she and her son were in a fire this past weekend, and they both did not make it out.
Oh, wow.
And it's interesting because the sister who made the crab cake, she died of cancer a few years back. And it's like, oh my God, I'm like, really, this family does not need any more bad news, And unfortunately they got it. And so I couldn't, it came to my mind when we talked about all that stuff, and because her sister could make some serious crab cakes. Hey,
I
Susan.
love crab cakes. I don't know any place here that makes like really, really good ones, but I love crab cake. Oh, well, of course. I'm
Shake
gumbo, Don. I'm just saying, I'm just waiting on my gumbo.
on.
So you can make gumbo and crab cakes. I don't even mind.
Yeah, Shay Don will make you some damn good crab cakes.
Oh, love crab cakes.
Yes. Hey, Miss Susan, nice to see you in. And I watched Miss Susan's podcast appearance was brought live today, and
Oh, really? I haven't watched it yet. I'll have to listen to that tonight.
Yeah, Susan, type in the name of the young lady. I can't remember. I'm trying to think of her name, but anyway, type in her name so people can look it up on YouTube. If you look up Susan Grayson and that woman's name, it'll pop up. And I can't remember what it was. I thought it started with a K, and her name was like a Brenda or something like that. Anyway, but Susan will type it in.
Queen, are you saying that you can make crab cakes? Because I will be like, knock, 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 knock when I come back to Michigan. That's what I'm trying to see. Is that what the me is for, that you can make crab cakes?
Is that making it or eating them?
Somebody said Ruth Chris, as in they can make good crab cakes. Is that what you're
The
saying?
steak place makes good crab cakes.
And Susan said the lady's name is Carrie Bonfiglio.
There it is. Yep, Carrie Bond.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Yep. If you
Oh yeah, I saw that, Edward. Okay.
that'd be great. But I think if we're in town, we might be able to pop over, but I cannot guarantee it. Lord knows, it's this time of year. Our schedule just goes crazy, So
Hey Pam, I was just thinking about, like, I haven't seen Pam in so long. We miss her in class. Haven't seen her in the chat that much. It is so good to see you. Happy holidays. Hey Shauna Newman, you're in New Orleans. Of course you got good crab cakes. Oh Quinn, you can make gumbo and crab cakes. Okay, see, I see what you've been doing. Just not telling me all this stuff. All the
and has she ever offered it when you were there?
times I've been to Michigan. Exactly. Either, and I'll take either or both.
All right, Quinn, hiding the light under the bushel. Is that what it is there? Huh?
And I know that she can make these mini pineapple upside down bundt cakes. Like, she can make the little bundt cakes like nothing bundt cakes. I've seen those and they look so good.
It's Friday the 20th. No,
Yeah,
today is the 18th. So 20th is Friday. Yeah.
Friday. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. meet her.
Susan says she'll be at Missy's Mysteries on Scottsdale on Susan on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get over there and visit with you, Susan, when if I can. I had
So much going on this
I
weekend.
know, I know, and my sisters were supposed to come visit, but my mom had surgery, and so they
Oh
stayed
wow.
behind for the
Well, I
surgery.
hope she's doing well.
She came through fine, and she is now in a she's now just recovering, but good recovering, not bad recovering.
You're doing an order of what on Friday, Quinn? The little bunk cakes.
Red velvet and vanilla.
Oh my gosh. She makes them and they look just like the little bunk cakes,
Is
Don.
that right?
Yes, and I saw the pineapple upside down was it looks so good.
Oh my gosh, Quinn,
She says she's doing an order of them now. First of all, I'm gonna have to like cut you off as a cousin because you done listed like 7 things in there that I eat and I ain't never had none of them.
mm,
This is
I'm
out of control. I don't know
yeah,
what to
Quinn,
say.
what have you been holding back for?
Yeah, like you can ship those things too, at least the cakes or something. Like,
Yeah, wrap them up, seal them. Yes.
they make great Christmas gifts. Rachel says her mom is in Miami. Did she move there?
Mom was with you in Washington, correct, Rachel?
Yes, I am cutting you off. And yes, Edward, it was upside down.
Susan says all this delicious food talk. I know my stomach's gonna start growling too.
My
It's like,
stomach ground. What is wrong with everybody? I'm ready, Donna,
oh,
because if we start talking about food, I'll be like, hold on, I have to go pop something in there. And ain't nothing I got to hear as good as half of what they said in this chat.
oh, her mom's there for surgery.
Oh, okay.
Well, hopefully it'll all be fine. We sending healing energy to her. Super, super, super,
All
super.
right.
Well, Angie, whom shall we? Let's take Miss Nails first because she asked a very simple question, and I liked it. It was just
Was
very
that about the job?
yeah.
That's what Don. That is exactly who I was looking at. I was like, if he asks, that's who I'm going to say. You might be psychic, Don.
Shh! Don't tell anybody our secret. I'll
Let
let
me.
Angie
I
go
kind
first.
of got a no on that, but I feel like you're going to get something better than that. Like, and that's funny because the card that jumped out was the 3 of Wands, which is waiting for your ships to come in. Like, I feel like you're waiting on something better than that. Like I feel like you're hopeful for it, but I just don't know that you're going to be offered. I think you're going to get something better because it just may not be the money that you want. But then I got the magician card, which means that um like whatever you want, you have all the tools in your staple to get what you want so you can manifest the job that you want. So what is it that you want to do? I feel like you're just taking the front desk job when there's something a lot better that you can do or that you would enjoy a lot more. I don't see a yes on that job for the front desk job. How about you, Don?
Yeah, I got the upside down Queen of Pentacles. That's not a good sign, and that tells you that nah, this isn't the job. This isn't the right job. And again, there is one coming. There's that page. This was on the bottom of the deck, and that's the overall energy. So your page of Pentacles says one's coming to you. You're going to get information, but the information is when it comes to this one was unfortunately the opposite of what you were hoping for. Now you kind of know this already because I'm getting this card here. This is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles comes through because the little bird's talking to you, and the little bird is your spirit and saying, I think you have some reservations already. You have some questions, and you're thinking, I just don't know. I just don't know. And listen to what they're telling you because they're telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, what you need to hear. So spirit's already and yeah, this is not good. You think it's going to be great. This is the grass is greener. No, it's green over there. It's going to be great over there. But again, you have reservations. There's something that's telling you, I don't think so. And so eventually I don't. Again, this was in the reverse. So it's telling you
Yeah,
that,
I didn't get a yes on that either. And again, just like you, Don, I feel like she's going to get a better offer.
yeah, and there definitely there is something out there that's going to fit you so much better. But this one just doesn't feel like it, you know?
And I don't even think she's going to be bummed about it. I just feel like it was just like, okay, it's a good to have. Like, kind of like, not
Exactly.
what I want, but if it comes through, then it's kind of like my my gateway to let me know where I am. Like it's kind of like gauging. If I get this, then I know I can get better. But I think you're gonna get better without even getting that one. I just don't see that one as a yes. Hey, Crystal.
She
Oh, she
said,
said
"Yep."
we're spot. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. And then I got like you're going from like chaos to calm. Like I just don't feel like I feel like there would have been a lot of drama there or chaos, and you're just gonna get something that's a lot more calm, a lot more to where you are in life right now. You know how sometimes they say thank you for unanswered prayers, and I don't even think you prayed for that. That was just like, oh well, I mean, if I get it, it's a good thing. And so this just feels like something is better coming along the road. So don't even waste your time on that right there. So I think you're gonna get better than that. Probably after Christmas though. I don't think it'll be before. It'll be in December. It'll be like January.
Yeah, again, I think that the good part is you're not going to miss a beat. You're not going to miss. This is not again. It's just not going to bring you down. There's just something better out there for you.
Hey, Lewis. Good to see you.
Absolutely.
He was not happy when I posted that that print little snippet of what our weather was going to be, and we were going to be in the 80s this week. And he said he was freezing in like the 30s or 40s on his way to work. Sorry, Lewis. And Quinn, because she's living in that lovely weather too.
Well, it's kind of sorry, but not sorry. I think, isn't it?
Exactly, exactly. Because this is what I tell all my Michigan people. At this point, it's a choice. There's 50, but I was telling you, one of the 50 has very good weather, and we had 80s this week.
Yes, yes, we are blessed, especially now. When I was in San Antonio last week, it was so cold and so dreary, and it rained quite a bit, and so I was glad to get home to warmer weather, and I'm glad it's living up to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he
So
said 12 degrees. He said not 30, 12 degrees.
holy crap,
That's even worse. Sorry.
Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Who's next, Miss Angie?
Somebody else asked about a job. And you know I love to do a career reading. Just want to know. And we want high energy stuff, guys. So if you're asking like, oh, when is it gonna get better? That's kind of let's give us high energy. So let's see. Oh, here's a general for Vladimir. Vladimir. I just like that name. I don't know why.
Hosu.
Yeah, he said, may I have a general?
Hey, and Virgil, welcome in. Virgil came from Manchester, England. Nice to see
Hey,
you.
Virgil. Oh, Jimmy Johnson was the person who asked about the job. Okay. Maybe next. And Mr. CT, just put your question in the chat. Don't ask, can you ask a question? Just put
Exactly.
the question in the chat.
Yep. And Virgil, is this your first visit with us? Because I don't recognize the name. I haven't
No,
remembered
he
him.
changes his name a lot. So he's been in
Oh,
before. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. He's our he's our jokester in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey Rebecca. Oh my gosh, there's so many people in here. Okay, so Vladimir. They show me you immediately when I said your name, I saw you searching for something. Like you're going through paperwork, you're going through drawers, you're going through documents, you're looking for something specific. Let me see what it is that you're looking for. You're looking for something specific, a piece of paper. It's either like a warranty or some kind of legal document that you're looking for that you're searching for. And they're saying you're not searching in the right place for it because you're frantic about it. So you're just not searching in the right place for it. Um, Let me see what else I got. But they're saying that even if you find it, it won't be what it won't be what you want. Like you think that there's something in this document that's going to help you with whatever your situation is, but I just don't get that whatever it is that you're looking for, even if you find it, I don't think it's going to be what you need it to be or give you the satisfaction as to what you are looking for. So they're saying you need to just set your sights on something totally different. Let me see what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you're trying to figure out. It seems to be a legal issue though, very very much. Like you have a legal issue. I got the 10 of Pentacles for you, so that is very much coming up. So that is like wish fulfillment, for me, that's kind of like getting something that is tangible. You've been waiting on something, so you're going to get that. But I don't think that the document that you're looking for is going to lead to that. You're going to get that independent of the document that you're looking for. So just you can stop looking for it, although I know you're not, because for you, you need to see it in writing and know that it is or is not what you thought it was. And it's just not going to be what you thought it was. But you are going to get whatever it is that you've been waiting on, because the Ten of Pentacles is very good. That's things that you can see, touch, feel, hear, very much blessings is kind of how people say it sometimes. And then the other thing that I get for you is like they show me a clock that seems to be going forward very, 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 very slow. And then it seems like it was going back, 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 back. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. So they are saying that your long wait is almost over. Like you're at the very end of it. And that's why you got a 10, because a 10 is the end, which means that you're about to start a new cycle. So whatever it is that you're wishing for, hoping for, the blessing that you were thinking for, are you going through a divorce or some kind of legal issue like that? Is that what's happening? Is this some kind of separation for somebody? I feel like that's what it is, and you're trying to get like a settlement out of the situation. Is that what's going on for you, Vladimir? Because it feels very much like you're like you're waiting on like a settlement, but the settlement seems to be from a relationship or something like that. Yeah, it seems like it'll be a dead end. But also, is it like are you going through a separation? Like, is that what it is? You're ending a relationship? Is that what it is? Because that's what it seems to be, like a separation, and you're waiting on a settlement in that situation or some kind of settlement, and you're trying to see what you're going to get. So you're not going to lose as much as you thought you're going to lose, and you're going to gain a bit more. So it just seems all good news. That's all I'm getting for you. And then the other card that I had for you that I put back was the Nine of Pentacles, which is again independent wealth, which is money coming to you. And then I just got the King of Wands, which again is like leadership, good business sense, you making good business decisions. So are you looking for a new career move, or searching or hoping for, or is that the decision you're waiting? No, it's not a job. You're not waiting on a job. You're waiting on a settlement, but you're also looking for a new career path. Is that what it is? And they're saying that whatever direction you're thinking about going in is a good thing, because I got the King of Wands, which is always a good path for you to go in. Oh, this is a different settlement. So yes, you are going to get that settlement. It is going to turn out good for you. And then as far as whatever career path you're looking for, they're saying go forward with it, because that's the better journey for you. And that's the change that you need, that you're looking for. So that's what I got for Vladimir.
Okay, let's see what I get. Vladimir, my thing for you right now is pay attention to your budget. I know this is a time of year where you might want to spend. You may feel like you need to spend or whatever. I'd be watching my budget this time of year, because this is not the time for that. Okay. I think money's going to be tight until after the first of the year. We're talking like in mid-January. There's going to be a little money freed up or something. I'm not sure what's taking place, but money is, again, there's not a whole lot of money in the budget to splurge or go crazy. So watch
That's
your
the settlement he's waiting on, probably in January.
Okay. Yeah, just keep balancing the budget and you'll be fine. But again, mid-January, I see that change, and then it's really gonna make you happy again. It's that settlement, that resolution. It's actually the resolution I'm getting that is more important than just the money, because it's like about damn time, that kind of thing. It's like relief and those things. So know that is on its way. But don't spend any money until you got it, because until you got it, you don't got it. You know what I'm saying? So let's not do that. And then again, that's when the news comes in mid-January, from what I'm getting, where the news and the money comes in, which again changes everything to the happy one. So yeah, that's coming down the pike, and this is a lot of abundance, because those are the two abundance cards, and then because of the pentacles, and then you have that cup, which is the happiness, and so it's a wonderful thing. Just hang in there, stay, do
I
everything.
also
That's all.
think he's a guy that was overlooked at work, like not feeling appreciated. Like he wanted uh this promotion that he didn't get, and so he was looking outside. And I think last time we told him he needed to look outside of his company for something else, and he's been looking forward, and it's coming. Like this is that slow part of the year. Everybody's on vacation, everybody's out of the office. So come January, be ready to hit the ground rolling. But I do see it, and I do see you leaving your company. I just don't think that you'll be there. If you're who I think you are, you were wanting something else because you were feeling unappreciated at your job.
Hmm. Super. Hey, Miss. What? Shoot. Alicia, I was trying
Oh,
to.
Alicia. Hey, Alicia. How you
Nice
doing?
to see you in. Got both of the Wonder Twins in tonight.
Exactly. But neither of them in class. How about that?
Hmm.
Exactly. That's all I'm just trying to say.
And welcome in, Killer Stephanie from Newfoundland, Canada. Nice to have you in as well. Lori Cheyenne Taylor, good to see you in. Haven't seen you in a while. Who was the other one that I mentioned before we did this one? There was one that called the guy from Vigil,
Oh, Manchester. That was Virgil.
Virgil. Virgil, do you have a question, or was it a general, or what?
I think he just hangs around in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
And then, oh, Jimmy Johns or Jimmy Jones. Are you still in here? He asked about work too. Jimmy, are you still in here? And Lori, I think I remember your situation. Are you the one who's also going through a divorce and you're waiting to see if you have like 3 or 4 kids and you're waiting to find out about, like, you were a stay-at-home person, if I'm not mistaken, Lori?
I see Jimmy Johnson talking about the cakes, but I don't see a question.
He had asked about, okay, that's what you want to know. Because she want to know, is she going to get a good settlement from her divorce? I don't think it's going to be as good as you want it to be, and I do think that you are going to have to bring in to supplement your income. You will get a settlement, but not as good as you wanted it to be, or not to stay in the lifestyle that you are accustomed to. Is how I'm getting it. But you will get something that will be able to take care of the children. You're just going to have to supplement your income. Is how I'm getting it for Miss Lori. Yeah, 4 kids. Okay, yeah, I remember her. Yep. Jimmy didn't come in, so if you want to read anything on Lori, that's who I was just reading.
Lori, are you presently dating someone? Because I'm picking up an energy of a new person, and if you're not, guess what? One's coming in, because I'm picking up a very strong energy for you. And this is not a Mister Right Now energy. This is a serious energy. This is somebody who is going to be around for a while, if not longer. Um, it's not a replacement. It's not replacement daddy, that kind of thing, because again, it's not what you're saying. But yes, I am saying someone, seeing someone. Is that what you mean? Saying, I think is what you're saying. Yeah.
Is
Um,
that why he's fighting you on the house and money? Like, I mean, you're right out of one pot into another one, and he's like, I'm not paying for you to see somebody else. Is kind of how it seems.
Lori, don't let it go more than casual. Even if you want it to be more than casual, right now is not the time. Spirit, as soon as I saw that, Spirit said, "Don't do that." This is not the time to even. This is the time to let it bloom, let it grow on its own. So I think that there's a reason for that. It's meant that you not be jumping right now into something more serious. Not that it won't go there, but this isn't the moment, okay? Because everything has a season, every other time, kind of deal. So let's let that kind of bloom on its own, and you'll be very happy that you did, okay? Because again, you don't want to push it or rush it. This is not the time for that, okay? So let this one work itself through. But no, I felt that one very much, and so that's good. And I like this guy has a very strong heart, a very good heart. He also is much more attentive, and you like that, and you needed that right now, and that's what kind of draws you to kind of want to move it. But is he? Yes, he's in your future for a while at least, and we don't do love readings generally. But I do feel like he's more than Mister Right Now. He's going to be Mister right for a while. I don't know if he's going to be like forever, but I do believe he is. He's definitely an energy that you called in, and so he's there. But the thing is that unfortunately, the other thing that I got from that is it's kind of like a is like a it's not a rebound situation, and that's it like that. But at the same time, it's an energy that says, um, you know, again, I think he fills a void right now, and you need that. You need somebody who can, um, who can just be there for you and listen and whatever. So yeah, I just think it's good. So yeah, but again, I can't say he's gonna be the forever guy, but I do think he's the guy for a while. Okay, but go slow. That's what I'm picking up. Go slow. Alrighty then. Let's see who is next. Who is next? Doo-doo.
Sorry, Brenda was talking to me. There was one other thing that I had for Lori. Did you talk about the house? Because she asked about should she keep the house, and I heard yes if you're going to be able to maintain it. Don't expect your husband to give you enough income to pay for the house and all your other bills. So if you're able to maintain it, yes, keep it. If not, then um you may want to give that up in the settlement.
And don't be house poor. Don't be somebody who spends all of your money to keep a certain look of a house and have no money to do anything else with, because you'll regret that, and you're going to hate him as well as yourself for that. So don't fall into that. Don't fall into that pit that people fall into, because like I've got to keep up because I had to look. No, if you're going to be house poor, then get rid of the house.
Right. And
And
then for the person who asked about the relationship readings, I don't really do love readings. I'll give you a general, but I don't like doing love readings. And I know you probably want to ask, does he like me? Blah, blah, blah. Ask him. Like that curls my, oh my gosh. Okay. Who's next? Oh, Jones or whatever his name. He came back. Jimmy, are you still here? And weren't you asking about a job, Jimmy? Jimmy Johnson. Wow. Okay. So he said his YouTube glitched and he's back. Oh, you're thinking about renting and just don't know what to do. So if you I don't know, if you rent, won't that? Well, I don't know if it'll be as much as the house, or if you sell the house, shouldn't you get a settlement from that, or shouldn't you get something from that if you decide to leave the house in the divorce?
if there's equity there,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, Jimmy. So you wanted to know about if you were going to get a new. What was your question about the job, Jimmy? Oh my gosh, Rebecca, you want to know if you're going to move into the house, and then when you move in the house, will you like the house or not? If you're asking if you're going to like the house, then no, you're not going to like the house. Oh, she said there is equity. Okay, so there you go. All right. Oh, rent or buy, or if I should keep the house. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I mean, you might want to talk to a financial advisor just on your situation. But again, when I asked about your situation, Lori, it was that you should, if you can afford it, like if you can afford the mortgage without your ex paying for it, then yes. But you're also going to have to supplement your own. I don't like you're not going to be able to stay in the lifestyle that you're afforded to right now without having to supplement your own income. Okay, and so the position that you just applied for, Jimmy Johnson, I don't think you're going to get that one, but I do see a new one on the horizon. One more are you trying to? Okay, I keep hearing electrician. Are you an electrician, Jimmy, or something like that? Because I heard electrician or electrical. So do you have something to do with I don't know being an electrician?
A tradesman, or at least maybe.
Yeah, something like that. So I feel like you're going to get something better than that. Like, I don't feel like you're going to hear back, or even if you do, I just don't think it'll be what you want, salary wise. And then I think that you'll get something better, because I heard electrician or electrical, and I feel like you'll get something a lot better than that, and it'll pay a lot more than what you're making now. No, but the job deals with work. Oh, okay, working on a laptop. No. Oh, okay. No, no, because it said electrician, electrical. Like when mine has to do with like the internet, they usually show me like the wires. Well, I guess that could be because they did say electrician, but they usually show me like the internet, or they usually show me the wires that connect to the computer. But that could be it. But I just feel like you're gonna get a better offer than that. That's just not gonna be what you want. Um, and I keep hearing $70 an hour. Is that something? Is that the range that you're looking for? Like $70 an hour for a job? Like, and then like, cause when I hear that, I have a friend who worked for Amazon and he made a great deal of money. And so, um, maybe Amazon, in that field that you're looking for, or is it like, is it work from home IT? Is that what it is? Better than what you're currently doing. So it'll be better than what you're doing, and it'll be better than that offer. And then it'll be about $70 an hour. That is the number that I heard for you, Jimmy. And then that's all I got for Jimmy.
So what was the original question?
Will he get the
Yeah,
job that he just applied for a couple of weeks ago, or will
no,
he hear
no,
back from them?
yeah, no. I got a no on that one very clearly. I know.
Yeah,
Move on down the road. He's on down the road.
but it'll be better, and the new one will pay more than he's even like wanted or expected. It'll pay a lot more.
Hmm.
So I think that'll be good for you, Jimmy. So expect that again in the new year. None of this seems to be happening now. Just kind of hang in there. Like, don't go in there tomorrow and put your feet up on the desk and tell everybody to go to hell. At your current job. Wait it out to the new year. I feel like maybe around February you'll get what you want, or you'll hear you'll get you'll start the hiring process or the interviewing process, but it seems more like February. Because most of January will just kind of be people getting back in and deciding what their budget is and how they want to move forward with the new year. And so I feel like February will be the jump start to your interviewing process and maybe the hiring process.
Jimmy, why are you? What is it that you? Why do you? Okay, I'm picking and Jimmy, I'm picking up the feeling like you do some self sabotage stuff to yourself. What's driving that self sabotage? Because that's a question you need to add before you talk about a new job, before you talk about other things like that. I think that for some reason that's being brought to my attention, and I'm wondering what's the story there. Does that resonate with you? And if so, what's the story? Why do you self sabotage? What is it that is drawing you to do this? You know, what is it that you think is? What do you accomplish with that? Because I mean, I don't know if you have no. Is it a confidence thing or is it
Or is
a?
it an age thing? I feel like it's an age thing. Like maybe he's a little higher up in age and he's like, oh, wow, you may have wanted somebody younger. Overthink.
Oh, I see. So analysis by paralysis, and therefore you miss an opportunity or something. I just feel like you sometimes sabotage yourself, and I think you've got to figure out why. You got to get that root cause first, because if you even if you get a great job, the problem isn't the job. It's what you do when you get it, and part of me, I feel like you, and then again, I don't know you. I don't know anybody when I'm reading for you guys, as you know. But what I'm picking up is the feeling that you feel you're not worthy, or you haven't earned it, or something. It's like there's something rooted in your childhood, or where you came from, kind of deal, that says, I don't I don't measure up, or I haven't earned this, or I haven't, how did this happen to me, or whatever. And unfortunately, why do you ask that question? If it comes to you, it was meant for you. If it wasn't meant for you, it would not have shown itself upon you. It would not delivered itself upon you. So be careful when you ask those questions, even entertaining the question. allows that energy to come through, and then you feel, okay, I'm not worthy all of a sudden, or you give that energy out, and that's not good. So I need you to work on that energy of saying, you know what, I've done a lot of things in my life, and I have worked and grown and explored and whatever, and that makes me worthy of all that is coming to me. And it is, I know it sounds trite, and I don't mean to make it sound trite, but if you don't believe it first, spirit's not going to believe it. You know, if
So
you
I was
don't.
gonna say your interviewer, the person you're talking to, can feel that energy. Like we can
Absolutely.
feel your you down here.
Yeah.
And
And
we
if
don't
you,
want to work to bring you up here. Even your interviewer, if you
yeah,
come in feeling like, oh, they're gonna be like, yeah, no. You gotta believe that you deserve the job that you're trying to get.
yeah, you got to walk in and walk tall. And I mean, and really it starts inside. And so the one thing I would strongly suggest is you to just really uh, get spend some time with yourself, spend some time analyzing some things, and just saying, you know what, and then start appreciating the good things that come in your life. There's so many good things that come to all of us, and we even little things that we tend to ignore or even give credit to because we think, oh, everybody gets that. No, that's not necessarily the case. It's amazing how, and it's easy to do it because for you it seems, because it happens, you think, oh, it just, of course it happens. It happens to everybody, but that's not necessarily the case. So know that you are only, there's only one of you in this world. You were made to be one, only one. And so appreciate that fact to start with. And then from there, build on it and say, you know what? I'm special. I was given this gift, or I can do this, or I can do that. And you don't have to know why. You don't have to understand why you are brought that, why that's delivered upon you. The one good thing to know is that it is delivered upon you. And so embrace it and say, thank goodness that I was given that gift. Thank goodness I was given the opportunity. Thank goodness I was whatever. And then just move forward with it. But also, again, know that you earned it in some way, somehow. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been given to you. A spirit doesn't make mistakes that way. They don't give you something that you didn't deserve or didn't feel you're ready for. Sometimes we are our biggest problem because we screw things up. Spirit's like, I gave you all the tools, I gave you everything, and then you poo-pooed it. So keep that in mind.
Said, will I still have my current job at the new year? I did the pendulum because I kept thinking no, and I was saying, oh, you'll get a new job about February or March. And so I did the pendulum. And ironically, on my pendulum, I got a maybe, and I never get a maybe. A maybe for me is a backwards of my yes. So my yes is clockwise and my maybe is a counterclockwise. And so I got a maybe for you. But I think that you'll have the option of deciding if you want to stay or if you want to go. Like, I feel like another opportunity. Everybody wants a new job. Like, all of y'all hate y'all job in 2024 and y'all just ready to move on or move up. But I do feel like, so it was a maybe on that job, but I think it's your choice. Like, it's kind of like a viewer's choice because they're showing me the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups means you have options. So you can either stay there, you can move on, or you can but I don't feel like there's promotion opportunities either. So I do feel like you will go on to something else, but it'll be your choice. I'm hearing viewer's choice, so I don't think you'll still be there. You may love your job, and I love my job too. And for the last 3 months, like my current job, I love it, and everybody's been telling me that I'm going to get a new job and that there's a new opportunity coming. And I keep saying like, well, what is it? What is it? And I feel like that's why all these job things are coming toward me. Because sometimes when I'm dealing with stuff, I'll get a lot of readings that hit on what my experience is, and so I feel like even though you love your job, something better is going to come. Opportunity to decide whether you want to stay. Like, you may think this is great now, but what if even better comes? Like what you have now plus a bowl of ice cream, like that would be even better. So I feel like you'll have the opportunity to decide. I don't think that they're going to let you go. So I don't feel like, oh, they're going to fire me. So get that out of your head. But I feel like you'll be able to make the change and decide whether you want to stay or whether you want this new opportunity. So, like, because I feel like there's three options. You can leave. You can take the new opportunity for a new place. I mean, no, you can stay where you are. you'll have another opportunity outside of your workplace, or you'll get a promotion inside of that place. But I definitely see the option being yours. And I'm hearing stop worrying about it. Like you're going to worry yourself sick about it because you're hearing workplace chatter, or you're hearing rumors about things that are going on, and it's really, really bothering you. But your work performance seems to be good. Like the chatter that you should be listening to it or thinking about should be the chatter regarding how great you're doing and how people are thinking about how you get things done for them. So like if it's something to do, it's like, oh, Kayla can do it, or Kayla can this, Kayla can that. So I feel like the chatter that you should be listening to is that, and not the rumors about maybe the company downsizing or you leaving your job.
Super. Well, I got
I
one.
don't know where you're going to work because I don't know where you're going to apply. They're like they're saying, it's viewer's choice. You decide what you want. So did you have anything for Kayla?
Oh no, I got for Rebecca.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Well, then go ahead for Rebecca.
For Rebecca Phillips.
Am I the drama?
And when you're on our show, Rebecca, and you are the drama, let me give you this.
Look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do it.
Because quite simply,
until your resume is equivalent to mine, hush.
So let me help you a little, Miss Rebecca. You're going to come into our show when we have a lot of people on the line and a lot of people asking questions, and you're going to bombard us with one specific question over and over and over again, and then throw a tantrum like a child because you didn't get called on. Well, guess what? Bye-bye. Thank you for leaving, because that attitude and that kind of shit, you don't deserve to be here. You know, I mean, give me a damn break. So that's for Rebecca Phillips. That's a direct response from me. And Angie doesn't have to own any of that. And I'm not putting that on her. That's on me, because you know what? I saw the shit and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Go away, child. Go away, child. And
Right, and we're trying to get as many people as we can, but you have to be respectful of the people that we're reading, because you want us to read you and you want us to be as complete as we can be with you. So throwing a tantrum and saying, I'm going to bed, just go to bed. We don't have to be, you don't have, this is free. You do know this is free 99. We're doing our best to do it. And that's really rude to Kayla for you to come in there and put that long paragraph about how disappointed you are with us. We're disappointed with you, and you're killing our energy while we're trying to give Kayla a great read.
yeah. And let me give you, and when you want another reading next time, Ms. Phillips, call 1-800-WHAM. 1-800-WHAM. Okay? Because I'm not interested. Damn. I was like, what?
Kayla, for the new position that I see for you, I see, so they show me you, and then they see a branch of 3 people under you. So it'll be a management position, whatever your next position is. It'll be like a team lead or a management position. You'll go up above where you are now. So I do see a branch of people under you. So whatever it is, it'll be something where you're the leader and there's people who report to you. So that's how I see it for you. That's the best I can give you on that. I don't see the exact job or the salary or the amount. I can only give you what spirit gives me, and they're just showing me that. Like it'll be you, and then it'll be people up under you. So it'll be something good. But again, the chatter that you should be listening to around work, Kayla, is that you are doing a great job. Like people are speaking highly of you. Don't listen to the chatter about the rumors about people being let go. Wow, this seems to mirror what I've been hearing at work too. But the chatter that you should be listening to is how great the job you're doing. Okay, you're a prep coder. So couldn't people, right, so wouldn't you move up to the next level, and then people, maybe you would be telling people what to prep or what to do? So that's how I see it, like people reporting to you. Like, you know what it reminds me of? That show, gosh, what was that show? The Bear, or whatever that bear show is.
Mm-hmm.
That was what yeah. And so you like went up from like being like the person who does the preparing until you're the next person. So now you're telling people what to prepare. So that's where I feel like it's going. Like
So
there'll be people that'll be reporting to you.
So would your next step should be like sous chef? Is that will be the next step?
I wanted to say that, but I don't know anything about the business, so I didn't want to say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe even better than that, because I feel like you're doing a great job.
Hey, Mars, take it easy, all right? And happy holiday, Mars, before you head out. Nice, have a great one.
Exactly.
I'm gonna play a Christmas video on her way out the door. How's this?
Oh my God, that's beautiful, Don. I love that. Oh my God. I also love the way you have us framed in these little, like the little oval or little square. I love the way that is too.
Because I like the backdrop. I love here like the pine needles. You know, I thought that was very cool. So.
Yeah, I like the shape of how we're the windows that we're in. That looks cute to me. It looks better than the regular square. It just feels a little bit more homey.
Yeah.
Kayla, what was I gonna say? They need to know that you can do other stuff, like that you can create dishes. So I feel like you have a lot of ideas for revamping the menu or giving them new dishes. You need to present that to somebody, even if it's just off to the side and you're like, oh, I made myself a little dish, and you let somebody else taste it. You need to let them know that you can do other things too. Like how creative you are. Show your creativity, because they're showing me the page of wands, and the page is like your creativity and information coming out. So that's you with that younger energy, that youthful energy, revamping the menu, and you have great ideas. Nobody just knows what those ideas are. All right. So that's good. And Don, I love that video too. Oh my God.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
much
Thank
going
you.
on in the chat. So who's next, Don? Oh my gosh, we have so much going on. And Virgil, you're just trying to flatter me. Don't say anything, because the next time I come to Manchester, I promise if we don't take a picture and you don't take me out, then I'm gonna tell everybody that you were not nice to me when I came to Manchester.
What?
Yes, he's in Manchester. I was in Manchester, and all those videos I posted about Manchester. Do you think he even said, "Hey Angie, let me take you out for some fish and chips"? Because all I was looking for was great fish and chips while I was in Manchester. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you won't be in Manchester right now because it's freaking cold there. It's
Oh, so
cold.
no, I'll see you next summer. See you in the summer when the flowers are
Exactly.
blooming.
Exactly. Well, I tell you what, folks, before we go any further, I'm going to do a Christmas special. Here we go. I'm giving away to the person who I'm going to write down a number. I'm going to write down a number. And whoever guesses this number, they will get the choice of either a copy of my book, and I'm looking that I don't have one handy to show you guys, but I do have my little cards. So this is what the book looks like. And wait a minute, I have technology. What the hell am I thinking? Oh Lord, have mercy, Lord. Angie.
Don's giving away a gift, guys, a Christmas.
There we go. There we go. I'm giving away either a copy of my book. I'll let you choose. Whoever wins this, they get to choose either a copy of my book, which is right there, or you get to choose these note cards that I was just showing, which are the images from the images of the book, from the different sections of the book. And these are all inside the book, and inside of the note card is blank. So you can, again, it's like if you want to send a note card to somebody, and the back it tells you, reminds you it's the book, and that I made the images. These are all my images, by the way. I made these images. That's why I'm so proud of them. I made the images myself, and I made them specifically to the sections of the book. When you read the book and the chapter, you'll see it and you're or like, damn, that fits, or at least I believe it does, because I'm gonna say it does because I did it. Like this here is alchemy. This is the alchemy one. This is where you are manifesting, you're creating your affirmations. It's like the chemist working on creating affirmations. This is creating them, right? And then this is the one, this of course is the book, and then of course that image on the book is this. And if you notice, she is part of the rise. When I first created this, she was just standing on the mountain, but I put her as part of the mountain, and then I put her sending out her to the universe via her chakras, what it is she wants, that chakra energy. and then the universe giving back to her what it is that she's asked for. And then if you look in the horizon, how wonderful it's going to be. So again, she's going to be moving toward a wonderful horizon. This is an amazing thing. Also, the energy of the hair flowing, and her arms are down because she's asking politely instead of telling universe. She's saying, universe, this is what I want. If it were up, it would be demanding, saying this is whatever. Anyway, these are images that I created for the book. So you get a choice of either the note cards, and they have envelopes with them too. There's 8 images, or you get a copy of my book, and it is free, and I will pay for coverage for postage and so forth. So let me write a number down. It is written down in my sloppy handwriting, and whoever is the first person to come up with that number.
Is it between 1 and 100? What is it
Between 1 and 20.
Oh,
between the numbers 1 and 20.
Dextrose, you are already out of it. 79 is way past 20.
Yep, sorry, Dextrose, and I should have been clear. Between the numbers of 1 and 20, whoever comes up with that number, they will get to choose what it is. So again,
do
either
you have
the book
a time frame, or do they just have to guess the exact
before
number?
Before the night is over. And we're not doing 10 trillion numbers. You give me one number and one guess, by the way. I don't want y'all making 10 trillion guesses and say, okay, this, and this. Okay. So I'll let everybody do their guesses.
Oh, I like 17, Kayla. That's my son's birthday.
While we're doing this, let's continue reading too.
Oh, who's next?
Just put your numbers.
That has 50,000 numbers in it now. Can we get a question? Who has a number? I mean, who has a question?
And then once the numbers are in, I'll let you know, and I'll show you the numbers so you know that I'm being upfront with you guys. You'll know the number.
Mars, since you're at the top, we'll go ahead and do you. I saw some other stuff in there. Somebody put their question back in there, but Mars, you're at the top, and you didn't have a question. You
numbers
know about a situation. The numbers came in so fast down. Like,
right, Kayla, now give me 5 numbers, Kayla. So 7 is the final number, Kayla. Is that what you're saying? My final offer or whatever. Oh my goodness.
So Mars, let me see what I have for you.
Now remember that the postage is going to take a little while because it is the holiday, so things are going to run a little slower. So,
Mars, you are wound up too tight. As soon as I got into your energy, I felt like I was restricted, that I was like chained up, and I couldn't be let go. You're wound up way too tight, and they're saying you need to relax. You need to let things flow a little bit. You're overly anxious about something, and you're like you can't decide, or you can't move forward because you're so wound up about it, but you have no reason to be so wound up about it. And the situation, I think, don't even seems to be your situation. It's kind of like you're like, whatever the situation is, you should be the outside person. You've inserted yourself into it to make yourself be a part of it, and you don't have to be a part of it. So like, it's kind of like they're saying you're creating drama where there doesn't have to be drama, is how they're showing it. If this is a love reading, then I'm not going to do it because I don't do love readings, and you're trying to slip a love reading in, so no. I didn't realize who he was till after. Yeah. So for me, they're saying you just kind of need to relax a little bit. You're too wound up and too intense about it. And that could be some of the intensity from this situation, this love situation that you're trying to get us to read, but you're way too wound up and up too tight about it. And they're saying you just need to relax and kind of let things flow. And then things will happen naturally. I feel like you're just mulling it over in your head over and over and over, asking the same question over and over and over. It's kind of like if a kid went up to their mom and said, "Mom, can I go outside?" And there's like, "No, did you finish your homework?" And then they come back about 5 minutes later, "Mom, can I go outside?" "No." "Did you finish your homework?" "No." "Did you finish your homework?" "No." "Did you finish your homework?" You're asking the same question over and over and over and over again. And just like a mom would get annoyed with you asking the same question over and over again, your spirit guides get annoyed with you asking the same question over and over and over and over again. And even if you think, "I'll go to this person and ask, and I'll go to this person and ask," we're all going to your same higher power. So we're still asking your higher power over and over and over again. And they're saying just kind of relax and let it flow, and don't be so anxious to find out, or to keep asking the same question, think you're going to get a different response. They just kind of want you to relax. They're saying that you should be more focused on your career, because they're showing me a horizon and how you could be rising right up into your career, but you're so wound up about other things that you're not focusing on your career or your job performance. Is there something going on at work where you're not meeting the demands of work, or where you could be doing a little bit better at work? Because they're saying you need to kind of focus on work. And they're not saying that you're doing a bad job, but if you're not focused on your career, you're going to miss the opportunity. So it's kind of like opportunity knocking, and you don't hear it because you are off in la la land thinking about other things and being busy about other things that don't have to focus on your career. So they want you to kind of change your focus, is how they're showing it to me. So that's how I'm getting it for you. You said it's not a love reading. Then what is the masculine that you met? What are you trying to say? I met my masculine on Thanksgiving. What does that mean? Of a music career. Okay. So that's where they're saying you need to be focused on your career, because there is an opportunity that is going to come in on the horizon. Like I literally, well, I can see like a horizon and I see it rising, and your opportunity is there. So stay focused on that and get focused off of the other stuff. I'm not sure exactly what you mean about I met my masculine on Thanksgiving, unless you mean something about a spirit guide. And then if that's the case, I'm not getting any information about that. So Don, do you have anything for Mars Mars? Hey Edward, glad to see you're back.
Sorry, I was responding.
Oh no, that's okay.
Kayla, my book is available. This is the book link to take you to Amazon, because where it's on Amazon. It's also available at sonoranmystictarot.com. You can order directly from me at
And you'll love the book. Oh my
sonoran.com.
God, guaranteed you'll love it. It's an easy read. It's an everyday plain language. It'll show you how to, any chapter you start in, you don't even have to start from the beginning. Great about manifestations, how it works, how to create one, how to use it, evidence that it works. And believe me, I'm a person who has used the manifestations. We haven't posted in a long time, but the simple one that Don created for us that we use all the time, that has great energy as a group. I believe in infinite abundance, and I am so grateful that all of my wants and needs are always met. Perfect. I use it all the time. I say it every single morning when I get up. I control my day, or I set the tone as to how I want my day every single morning. After I say this affirmation, I then say, today's going to be a great day. All the information that I need is going to flow to me. So whatever situation I'm going to in work, I set the tone for it, and I call in the energy. I call in the information. I call in what I need. If I know I'm going to be dealing with a difficult person, I say, you know what? Today, John's going to be a nice person. He's going to give me all the information I need. He's going to be cooperative. Our meeting is going to go great. And you know what happened? It goes great because I call in that energy. I speak it before I get out of bed, after I say this affirmation. So you'll love the book if you buy the book. Oh my gosh, you'll love it. And he has it in Audible, hard copy, and paperback. So whatever you're fancy, you can get it.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And it's Audible, ebook, Audible, hard copy, soft copy. It's all and all, which is good. And it's interesting because I actually made it Audible for my mom, because her eyesight is not that good and she can't read as well. And so I actually created Audible so she could hear it and not have to worry about reading it, which is nice. And to be honest with you, when I first had the Audible done, it's not my voice, it's somebody else's voice. And when they sent it back to me, I would play everything over as I'm driving, and I would find a little thing here and there. And I even found mistakes I made in the book that I hear, I'm like, that's not grammatically correct. And so I sent back and I said, I know that you read the text as it was, but can you fix it for the Audible to read this way? And the guy was so cool. He's like, yeah, I'll take care of it, which I thought was very nice.
Kayla, we try to do one question a night. And And so there's a lot of people in the chat. So I don't know if we'll have time to tell you if there's any spirits trying to come through. I don't get anything right now, but if that happens later, then we'll let you know. But there's a lot of people in the chat, and we try to do one person, one question per person. You should be able to click the link in the chat, Kayla. If you go through the chat, it usually shows up in the chat because I've been on Facebook. And if you're in the chat, you should be able to click the link and then it should pop you right out to wherever the link takes you.
Yeah, it should be Amazon. Yep. Here,
But you can also click the like put your phone up and scan that QR code, and then that QR code should also take you there. I always have the when we're on live, I cast this to my TV, and so it looks like we're on TV because I always think that me and Don are going to have a talk show on TV. So yeah, if you scan the QR code, it'll pop right up for you too. Listen, Don is a technology genius. He has every single way that you could possibly get to the book, get to the link, get to wherever you need, or just go on Amazon and type in The Ultimate Power Within, Don Rumer-Rivera, and boom, there you go.
Oh yeah. And again, the other one, Sonoran Mystic Tarot.com, and it'll go there too. So it's whichever's easiest, which is good. And I'm going to give you 5 more minutes for anybody who hasn't put a number in yet. 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to tell anybody if anybody was fortunate enough to get the right number. Again, 1 to 20, 1 to 20.
Anything for Mars? I'm done with her.
I didn't pick up anything from Mars. Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. So Mars, I'm no use to tonight. Sorry about that. So, can you post to the meditation? Which meditation, Shield Nova? Is that the candle exercise, or is that the meditation to? Which meditation is that? Did I miss?
I didn't see which one she said. Don has a whole host of meditations. So if you're on if you're on YouTube, then you could just go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot to Don's page, and then his meditations are you can find the meditations in there.
Yeah, the 3 meditations I have are the ones that help you meet your loved one. This is the one that helps you meet your loved ones crossed over. And they're all 3, like Angie said, they're on YouTube, and they're all about 30 minutes long. You're going to need to do them more than once. Generally speaking, to get the visualizations done, you need to do it more than once, because as part of this meditation, I take you and I center your chakras. I get your chakras aligned as you do the meditation to get you ready to meet your spirit guides or the loved ones. So again, to do the visualizations, it usually takes more than once to do it. So don't get frustrated if it doesn't happen the first time, but do it 2 or 3 times. And by the time the 3rd time, you should be good to go. This one helps you to meet the loved ones. And so if you want to talk to your ones who've crossed over, the people who've moved on, this is the one to help you communicate with the people who've crossed over, your loved ones. If you want to talk to your spirit guides, this one is for the spirit guides. Again, these are all 3 on YouTube, and they're all free. They don't cost you a damn thing except for clicking on a button and trying to look for them. That's about it. And believe me, people charge for these. These are free. These are free. These are my creation. So I own the work product, and therefore they're free. Okay. If you see them post anywhere else for money, don't go there. They're not. These are mine, and so they are free. I created them free. People are picking them up and doing things with them. They're welcome to do it, but I don't want anybody paying for it. So don't let anybody make you pay for these. These are free on my YouTube channel. And then the other one is this one here. This one is helping you meet your spirit guide, your gatekeeper. Your gatekeeper is the one who kind of connects between you and your spirit guides, and you and the loved ones who crossed over. They help to protect you and control the access to you. So therefore you don't get overwhelmed. Okay. So
hey, Miss Wendy.
Yeah. And if you want to watch an interesting, if you want to hear an interesting podcast, this one's an audio podcast, and it's about my book, and it goes farther in the book though. This is about metaphysics and everything else, and then this is one.
Oh, that one was good. I like that one.
I like that one. That one, they kind of gave me some free room to run, and I ran, which is kind of nice. And this one's good too. I'm not putting them down, but this one was a little different. But this one was great. I enjoyed this one very much. And this one was the seeker and the skeptic. And so with this one, there was a person who's a bit skeptical about the metaphysical. And so they were interviewing me, and then a seeker, somebody who was seeking more knowledge about the metaphysical. So one who supported, one who didn't. And I got lots of questions. And by the time it was over, I talked to the skeptic, and he's like, you know what? you got me thinking. I may have to reconsider, which I thought was very cool. It was a breakthrough. And it was about affirmations and spirit and metaphysical, and so forth.
Try all of them. Like you all are saying, oh, I want this one over that one. You'll be surprised that if you listen to all of them, which one resonates with you over what you thought it was, because you may think you need one thing and you may really need something else. So I would try them all, and I would try them all because, over and over again until you kind of feel which one really, really resonates with you. And Don's
Exactly.
voice is soothing. So if you fall asleep, don't feel bad. He doesn't feel bad if you fall asleep. That just means that you're kind of relaxed enough to enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's one thing I tell people. I said I am never insulted by the fact when people call me, they'll say, "Hey, I hope you don't mind, but I fell asleep." I'm like, no, because that's the rested state. That's the state where you surrender. That's the state when you release, which is what you're supposed to do when your chakras get aligned. So that means you're going through that process. And then eventually you'll stay awake long enough to get into and meet your spirit guides and your people crossover, whatever. So yeah, no, Angie's definitely right. I do not find it an insult at all. I feel it's wonderful because I know people who cannot sleep, and then they've done the video and they're like, oh my God, I slept for the first time in a while, and I slept so well, which is nice. So,
Mars, do you play an instrument? Are you trying to I feel like you're very classical. Like, I don't feel like you're like a band type person. Are you trying to get, like, is it more like classical music that you're playing? Like, are you trying to get into like a orchestra or some kind of thing like that? And if not, that's the way that they're showing it to me, is that you should be going that way. But I don't feel like it's a band. So is that what you mean with your musical career? Or are you trying to sing? I don't see that either. Not to say those aren't good avenues, but I see they keep showing me like classical music is something that's really black and white, like you're really formal in this situation, and the opportunity that's going to come up with you, or who you're ever going to be able to perform with. Like, it feels like it's a performance of a lifetime, or something that is out of the blue that comes up and you need to be ready for it. So that's what I'm getting for you with the music thing. Like, that's what I keep saying, that it's on the horizon. It's something that's going to come up later, and you have to be mentally prepared for it and also ready to be able to go out. But it seems very fancy, and it seems like very black tie, like black and white, like everybody's kind of dressed up for this event that you're going to be invited to participate.
Mars, I'm also picking up for you electronics, and so, or do you do some electronic like noises, or you do something with the like a board, a soundboard to help you with the instrumentation or something, or are you using AI? Or using some AI to help supplement with instrumentation or with a beat or something like that? Because I'm seeing some of that as well, which is interesting. So don't be afraid to use it. That seems like something that is definitely kind of fitting for you for some reason. Again, I'm being called to it. I'm going to go ahead and show you the number, and the number was 15.
Oh, it looks like 21 on our side.
Does it? Sorry. And we did have somebody who had it initially, and I was like so happy for that person, and that was Mr. CT. And then Mr. CT followed that up like Kayla did with changing it to number 10. So Mr. Sihi, you should have gone with your first instinct. We tell people when you talk about using your abilities and you talking about psychic hits and so forth, go with the first one and stay true, and you'll do well. And this is what happened. So sorry, Mr. CT, you almost got it. I thought for sure you had it, and then you changed it. I'm like, oh no, and no one got the 15. So there you go.
Oh, I see where he said it, and then changed it to 10.
He changed it to 10. And Kayla said her daughter's age is 15. So there you go. So no book or no note cards. But y'all ain't getting off that easy, because I'm going to do it one more time. One more time. And again, 0 to 20. 0.
One number, people. Don't put 5,000 numbers in there. As soon as we see that number, it's over and done. Okay?
Exactly. So let me think about it. Go ahead and write your numbers. I guess I should.
While Don is doing that, let me see if there's anybody in here who did. Anybody else put a question in here? Virgil, what's your question? And somebody said Virgil is weird. Don't pay no mind to Virgil. He's just like, joshing around with you. He's really a nice person.
Good folks. Yeah, good folks. Virgil, I feel you connected to music too. What's your music connection, Virgil? Because I'm picking up a lot of music around you. So what do you have to do with music? Are you do something electronics and keyboards as well, or you have any musical kind of connection? Because it's interesting. Angie was talking about that, and I thought, oh, music too, music. So, doop 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 doo.
Hey, Rosie, how are you? I'm looking for a question. Mars, I think you left and we had such good, so I'm going to skip your energy for tonight. Somebody else put a question in there. Hey, Nanette, you didn't put a question. Okay, I don't see any more questions.
We haven't read for Lewis Black in a while. Why don't we give Lewis a read?
Lewis, are you still here?
He just popped up, actually. Just
Oh, can I have a, there you go. Well, hello. Now there's 5,000 questions in there. I was just looking.
okay. So Virgil is connected to music. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Virgil, because I was picking up some music around you. Interesting.
Sad girl, I don't know what can I go means. Does that mean can you type your question? Just put your question in there.
Kayla, I'm gonna give it 3 more minutes, and then I'll tell the number.
So Lewis, let me see what I got for Lewis. I have to tap into Lewis again.
Exactly.
I feel like I read Lewis a lot. So let me see what I got for Lewis.
And don't be afraid to use the number that somebody else has already used, because if that's the case, that was drawn to you, use that number. And Lewis, I haven't connected with that person that you had sent me something about, but I definitely intend to do so. I just need to know about what's a good time of day to reach them. So you may want to send me a message through the back channel on that one.
So immediately I got the Queen of Wands, which is which is I keep hearing nurturing, but I get it more of a career focus. But then I got a heartbreak. Did you okay, the heartbreak has to do with the career because you had to quit the job. Is that correct that you had to quit your job? You know what? Let me hold on. Let me get really into Lewis's energy. So I keep hearing, Lewis, that opportunity is knocking, but they show it as a long, hard battle. Like you're going to be climbing a mountain and it's cold and it's a hard journey. Like whatever your next opportunity is, it's gonna be a hard journey, harder than what you were doing before, but you're going to enjoy it a little bit more. So I don't know what that is, but there is an opportunity that is coming up for you. It's just gonna be harder, but it seems to be more of a physical hard than it is a mental hard for you. But you'll enjoy what the next opportunity is. So whatever your next opportunity is, it's going to be coming. I hear local. So I do hear that that's going to be good for you. And then I hear, gosh, I feel like you're going to, like, I keep hearing youth, like you'll be working with the youth or you'll be helping the youth in some way. I've always saw you as a speaker or a mentor helping out young men, young youthful men. But I do feel like the next opportunity is coming up. And that's funny because the card that came up is for your calling, judgment, your opportunity or your calling for you to answer your calling. So I do feel like you will be working with like youth or younger people. It doesn't have to be children or people under 18, but you'll be like the senior person and they'll be the younger people. And you'll be giving them information or advice. Again, it'll be more physically tiring to you, but it'll be more mentally stimulating and advantageous for you. Like you'll enjoy it more, like you'll like what you're doing. The money will be good, but it'll get better. Like it'll be good, but it'll get better. So maybe not as great as what you had, but it'll get better as you go along, and your opportunities for expansion will increase. Like I feel like where you were, maybe you didn't have all the opportunity that you wanted, but this will allow you more opportunity to expand And it feels like it'll be more springtime when that opportunity comes, or when you actually see the fruits of your labor, like when you actually see the benefits of you taking this new position. So I definitely feel like a new career opportunity is coming on. I do feel like you'll be like the person that is over several other people also. Hey, Miss Bonnie.
Hey, Miss Bonnie, nice to see you in. Yes, I am sparkling and twinkling. Sparkling here and
Oh,
twinkling.
you're working at a school now. Okay. So that's why I saw the kids. Are you working with, okay, younger people? So got it. That makes sense. Okay. Yes. And more opportunities will come for you. Like by the spring is when you'll see like more opportunities for expansion. Okay. So that makes sense. Because I kept seeing youthful younger people, and you being like over them and having more knowledge than them and giving them more information. So you will have more opportunities. You will be doing a lot more speaking than you're used to, but you'll be more of an inspirational person, and the money will increase more as your opportunities increase. And you'll probably even be doing side stuff, or doing more stuff that's out of your job title, but presents you better opportunities to expand, because I just see you going up and up and up. First you'll go this way, like opportunities will come this way, then you'll start to go up, or you'll be more of an authority in this situation. So that's what I get for you.
So, yeah, it's interesting, Lewis, because well, I just it's interesting. I feel like you have so much to offer, but you still feel so unfulfilled, and you're like, it's like interesting. And even with opportunities that are coming your way, it's like they just don't seem to have everything that you really would like to. I just feel like and I think the thing is that you want to help. You want to counseling and helping in that way. Like mentoring and counseling would really serve you well, and I think that is a role that you should be seeking. Um, there should be, Lewis, I'm being drawn to a community nonprofit. I'm being drawn to a community nonprofit for you. So I would be looking into community nonprofit jobs. I would be looking into something that's about mentoring and helping, like a halfway house, or somebody who is coming off of rehab, or addictive issues, those kind of things. That's not going to be. It's interesting because I feel like it's heavy for you, but I think you can keep it in perspective, which I think is great. Not a lot of people can, so I wouldn't suggest that for a lot of people. But I'm picking up that's a great energy space for you, because again, I think you found balance, and I think you've been through. I'm getting the feeling you've been through a lot of crap yourself, and you know what it is to not completely have surety, not knowing necessarily when the next meal would be there, or if it's going to be there, or if you have a roof over your head from month to month, those kind of things. I just feel like you understand that. You've been through it. You've been around people who've experienced that, and therefore you're bringing that kind of personal experience to bear when you are doing this. And so you applied to the food bank. Oh, that makes very good sense. Yeah, because that's where I see you. That's where I see you landing is in that kind of capacity with a non-for-profit or not-for-profit, and I think that it's again, and you're going to wind up in like a counseling mentoring situation where you're going to be able to use your life experiences to help others navigate their challenges, and so I think that's great. Yeah, I really think that that's where
I
you
feel
need to.
like he has so many different talents. Like he could, like there's so many different things he could do, like the mentoring, then the food bank, and then working. Like he could do so many different things because he's had so many life experiences, like you were saying, Don.
But I don't think it's interesting because I don't think Lewis sees it that way. Lewis, I don't think you understand the complexity of your life and the challenges that you have overcome and what you have been able to figure out along the way. I think you take them as mundane. You take them as, oh, that was just whatever. There's no, that is special. That is so special because again, you have a unique set of experiences that bring you to a place where when you are in front of somebody else and they're bringing theirs to you, then you're sitting there going, well, you know what? You're talking smoke because that's not the way this is. And you can help them to understand sometimes when they are asking for help, but they're not asking for a help up. They're asking for a handout. and you're that guy who's going to say, you know what, no, we're not, this is what we need to do, you need to evolve this way or whatever, and they'll take it from you, because again, you come from a place of experience and certainty. That's again what I'm picking up. So yeah, I think you'll be wonderful in this regard. So I really do think this is where you're going to land, is in a non-for-profit or not-for-profit or non-profit. And again, you're going to wind up being, you may not initially get that role, but you're going to wind up in a counseling/mentor situation where you're going to help folks, and you're going to help them navigate their way back, and you're going to help them navigate their way to success. And you're going to be the beacon. They're going to see, okay, this guy, he's strong, he's independent, he's confident, and he understands my experiences like no one else. Again, you bring that to the table, and I think that's great. So that's what I'm getting for you, Lewis. So there you go. And I don't know, and then the school, I just don't think the school is where, I think you're not going to feel totally utilized there, and that's what I was picking up. I don't think that's just not. I just don't think that you feel like, hey, I'm where I need to be. I think that it's like, okay, this will serve you for now. So enjoy it, but keep looking, because that right job is out there and it's coming down the road. Okay.
I feel like it'll lead to better. Like he'll go up, up, up and get other
Absolutely.
opportunities. Like this is the foot in the door and
Yeah.
you'll get better. And
Yep.
he doesn't see him as a mentor either. And I always tell him, because he has such a rich history and life experience,
Yeah.
he is a great mentor. Like you were saying, telling people, calling them out on their BS,
Yeah.
telling them when they, listen, I've had that. I know what that's like. I'm telling you what you should do or how to overcome it. So I do see that he'll be doing a lot better.
Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, I think that, and I can tell you, Lewis, there is such, again, it's going to work out, but it's going to be, again, the temperature. I felt the temperature change as I'm talking, so that tells me that it's not going to be in the winter. So you're going to have this temporary job for a while, but this one's coming in spring, and it's like a funding situation. So again, they're going to fund new positions, and so which makes sense, because over the holiday the funding is a very different thing. It makes so don't be surprised. Okay, don't be surprised if this happens around like February, March timeframe. You'll start hearing about it, and then you're going to land it. And I just think that you're going to bring. You have so much to offer that you don't even know. You really don't. So, and so keep working that. Keep working that. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Have
Lewis.
a great night, Kayla.
Absolutely. And before Kayla goes, the number that I chose, I wrote it twice, so make sure one way was the right side, was number 4. And somebody did do a number 4. So I got to go back and find out who was the number 4. So we do have a winner.
Hey, Christina Maldonado. Good to see you. Sag Girl Tarot, I'll start on you while Don is getting the number, finding the number.
Brittany Kittle.
Oh, well, look
New
at
mama,
you,
new
Brittany.
mama.
Sag Girl Tarot, are you still here?
Yes, Brittany, if you're still here, you are the winner of your choice, the book or the note cards. Again, the note cards are the images from the book, so you can pick whichever you prefer. Brittany, Brittany, go to my Facebook page. I know you're on the Facebook page. Go ahead and do a private message to me. Send me your address, and I will send you a. Let me know which one here. Just you can tell me whether it's going to be the book or the note cards, and then send me a private message through Facebook, and I will, with your address, and I will shoot that out to you. It should go out by Friday, but with the mail and Christmas, it's going to be a little delayed in getting there, but it'll get there. Okay. So congratulations, Brittany. Wow. This is your week and your month. She wants the book. Absolutely. The book. And I will sign it for you as well and send a little note. So there you go.
Sag Girl Tarot. Okay. So, oh my gosh, so many questions and so many things are popping out for you. Jeez, oh Pete. Okay. So let me start this way. Are you reinventing yourself? Like, I feel like maybe you started a business, it didn't go the way that you wanted to do, so you're reinventing yourself. Because I see you coming up out of, and they keep saying the word cauldron, like you're coming out of a cauldron. You're making yourself into something different. you're coming up out of something different, like you're reinventing yourself. Like maybe I started this business, it didn't go quite the way I want, so let me revamp it, come back out and do something else. And so I got the celebration. I got the three of cups for you, which is celebration, emotional fulfillment. So you're gonna get the joy, but you're worried about how it went before, or you're worried about money. Like, am I going to be able to make enough money from revamping or from this business in order to do what I want? Do you still work in corporate and you're trying to get out of corporate and just do this on your own and you're worried about if you're going to be able to make enough money to do it? Is that why I'm getting the 9 of Swords? Like you're worried about, oh, am I going to be able to make enough money? Should I quit my job? Should I go ahead and do this on my own? Because what I'm getting for you is that, wait, slow down. Don't, if you still have a corporate job, I'm getting, don't quit it yet. Slow down, allow things to build, and then as it builds and you start to see more success, then you'll get it. Because I got the Temperance. It's kind of like you finding that right mix, that right money flow, or having multiple flows of money before you get to the other thing.
And that's why that foot, there's one foot in the water and one foot on
Yep.
land.
Yep.
It's like working to get
You
to the
gotta
other place.
try. You gotta see where it is. So don't.
Yeah.
If you have a corporate job or you have a regular 9 to 5, don't quit it yet. I always tell people, like me and Don, this is our 3rd year going. Is this going into our 4th year, Don, of us doing this? And I really want to do this full time, but until this can pay all of my bills, I have 2 other 9 to 5s. Okay. So I work 7 days a week, and some days I work on all 3 of my jobs that day. And so what I'm saying to you is don't give up your 9 to 5 until you know that this job can sustain you, or allow this job to be your supplemental income, this second opportunity that you have to be your supplemental income. But I do see success. You just got to find that balance, and you got to decide. You got to set the intention for where you want it to be. Don't just set the intention for the money you want to make, but for how you want it to be, and define it. That's the problem. You haven't truly defined what you want this second job to be. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what you're worried about. That's what the worry is about, the money. You said you published a deck, but it was hijacked on Amazon. I don't know what that means. How can somebody hijack your product on Amazon? Meaning somebody else started to sell your product?
So someone copied your deck. Is that what you're trying to say?
Is that did somebody copy your deck? Is that what's happening? Because you are, oh, and that's why you got that 5, which was that defeat. You were feeling very defeated. Like, oh, okay, like you that's the loss that you're saying that you're suffering. Okay, that was a thing. But they're saying just slow down, regroup. You're regrouping yourself, and you're thinking, okay, I gotta think of a better way to do this. So is that what happened? Did somebody, when you say hijacked your deck, does that mean that somebody started selling your deck or copied your deck and took your own money from it? Okay, is that what you're saying? Okay. So I'm feeling like you should kind of slow down, revamp, maybe talk to somebody on legally how to do this a better way where somebody can't steal your product. There is a person right here who is very, very good at business, things like that. He sells a lot of products, and he can maybe give you some advice on that, or give you some tips on how to kind of rebrand, but make sure that the product is yours and owned by you. I know that Don has gotten was it a copyright, Don? Did you get a copyright? Don has got a copyright. So those are things that you may need to do in order to make sure that your brand is solid and that nobody can sell it. Because like now with Sonoran Mystic Tarot, listen, Don can sue you outright if you come in and try to use his brand, use his images, use anything. He has done what he's supposed to do legally to make sure that you can't do that. So maybe that's what you need to do. And I'm getting goosebumps. And when my guides give me goosebumps, that lets me know that I'm right on track. So what they're saying is you just need to take a little bit more legal precautions before you put your product out there, because you seem to be a very talented person and very knowledgeable. But again, they need you to set your intentions. Do you want to sell more products? Do you want to do more reading? Like build one and then let it be the thing that builds the other thing. So like, okay, I'm going to do readings, but I'm going to sell products too, or I'm going to sell products and then the readings are going to be supplemental. So what they're saying is you got to decide what your intention is for the building, for the business. Is it that I want to do readings? Is it that I want to sell products? Or is it that I just want to make money? Because your intentions, and you know this as a spiritual person, your intentions usually drive how you want it to be or how your success or failure is going to be. So they're saying, get over this, because you are going to celebrate and stop worrying about the money. Just revamp, because that's how they show me you rising from from your failure, rising up and doing it over, but doing it better and making better decisions. So there is good things that are coming for you. And are you going to be doing a speaking engagement? Because I see you doing a speaking engagement where somebody is either asking you to come out and talk about something metaphysical, or you're going to be on somebody's like podcast or show or something. But I see you doing a speaking engagement where you are speaking, and they're saying stop being nervous if you're nervous about speaking in front of a crowd, because you're very, very knowledgeable, as long as you're sincere and honest about what you're saying and you're just being you and not who you think everybody wants you to be. So as long as you're sincere, you're honest, and you're authentic, your words will flow, your appearance will be great, and you'll do a good job. But I do see you doing multiple appearances. I feel like there will be 3, maybe in January, 3 appearances very quickly. Boom, 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 boom. Not saying that you'll be paid for it, but again, it'll give you more um, visibility out in the community, and you'll be able to expand your brand and your business. But again, looking to getting copyright, looking to getting like some kind of ownership over your brand before you put another product out there. But I do see another deck of cards. I actually see 2 more decks of cards for you. Are you thinking about doing an oracle deck? Is that what I'm seeing? Like an oracle deck? And is it something with dragons or some kind of animals, spirit animals? Is that what you're thinking about doing? I do see that. And I see a colorful deck, and then I see a black and white deck. So the deck is either black and white because that's the design that you're having, or it's black and white because you haven't made the decisions. For me, when things are black and white, it's because you haven't made the decisions. And once you decide, it'll color in, or your deck is actually going to be black and white. But I do see multiple decks coming out for you. One of them, I actually do see an oracle deck, but it's animals or dragons or something like that. And then I see another more traditional tarot deck coming through. Is that true? But I do see more opportunities coming for you for speaking. And again, I see 3 very quickly in January. Boom, 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 boom. You need to be a little bit more visible. I see that you have a YouTube page. Even if you just do a 1 card draw a day, that puts your visibility out there. Even if you just get on there and give them a few tips on things metaphysical, how to meet your spirit guides, like all these videos and things Don is doing or that we do and we put out, it's more visibility for people to see you. So you just need to put yourself more out there so people can see you. You might I'll subscribe to your channel because I see, is this your channel where you do your readings at? Do you do readings? Do you come live? Do you come on there for people to see you? So I'll subscribe to you, Sag Girl, just like you're subscribed to us. And so I just want you to have more visibility out there so people know who you are. But I do see good things for you. Do you have 2 kids? Is that what I'm seeing? I see 2 littles. Do you have 2 kids? Is that what I'm seeing? You're working on your second deck. Do you have 2 children? Is that what I'm seeing? Because I feel like there's 2 littles, and one of them seems to be a boy, and he seems to be older. Is that true? And he's questioning and maybe has abilities also. Is that correct? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Sag, girl. I hope that resonates with you.
Sag, I'm picking up a lot of the same energies. However, you lost 2 children. Wow.
Okay, damn it.
Okay. I'm picking up a lot of the same energies. But I think that first point though, one thing that before we go into the other thing, and that is that because you put your product out there in a public domain, your product is already copyrighted automatically. Okay, so even though you never filed a copyright for your product, your product is copyrighted. Okay, copywritten, and so what you need to do now is file a copyright for your first deck. And then if you file a copyright for your first deck, then you find an attorney who will go after the people who have stolen your deck, and you can go after them for damages, because you're automatically given a copyright as soon as you publish something, but you have to then, to enforce it, you have to actually ask for the copyright. And so keep that in mind. All right. And again, it depends on your level of, threshold for pain when it comes to dealing with all this stuff. So keep that in mind. No matter what you do, it's the same thing. Even when you have copyrights, so then you should be able to find an attorney who is willing to go after them. And so if you have copyrights, then you should be able to get an attorney, go after them, and recover for damages, as well as anything they made, that you collect everything that they've done. So let's see. The other thing I'm picking up is that it's interesting, because it's interesting because I'm picking up the fact that you're with the deck. I do feel like there's oracle decks as well as tarot decks inside you, and I feel both of them will come through. But it's interesting because the tarot decks, remember, as you do your tarot decks, remember to fill your spreads, know your spreads, understand the work that you're doing and how those spreads may be beneficial, because you may not want to use the same spreads only. You may be able to put in the instruction manual different spreads that fit your deck better. Everybody is going to handle the decks in a different way. Every energy is different deck to deck based on the images. So make sure that you focus on your on different spreads as well, so the people can learn those spreads for your deck specific based on the energies you put into it. Okay. I also yeah. What's the fairy tales? Did you do one on fairy tales? Because I'm picking up fairies and fairy tales. Did you do something about fairies or fairy tales on one of your in the deck previous, or are you getting ready to do one?
I kept getting little girls. I was like, is she doing something with little girls or something like that? So it may have been the little fairies or fairy tales, because I got something for geared for little girls or something about little girls.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting because it's like
And sunflowers. What's with the sunflowers?
I think that's going to be one of the 4 suits.
Okay.
Yeah. It's interesting because I see little fairies with different suits, and the different suits are the different flowers. And so each suit is going to have a different flower. It won't be swords and whatever. It's going to be a different flower instead.
Oh
And
my
4
gosh,
different
that's such a
flowers.
good idea, Don.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and you're gonna but sunflower is one of those for sure, and rose is another one. Those are 2 of the 4 that I saw. Yeah, but yeah. So if you haven't thought in that direction, Sag Girl, you may want to look at doing that, because those two things came very strongly through to me, and I can see the visuals now. I mean, I'm really seeing. Wow, I see the visuals on that.
Oh my gosh, that sunflower is just popping for me. And then I see them as different colors. Like, I don't feel
Yeah,
like you're just going to go traditional yellow sunflower.
yeah.
I feel like you're going to do different color sunflowers, and they're going to
Depending on
have a
the numbers.
for you. Yeah.
Yep, depending on the
Yeah.
numbers and the
Okay. Little girls. Okay.
Well,
So,
no fairies yet, but I'm telling you, it's going to come to you. I'm getting this. I'm seeing these little sprites. These little, I call them sprites as fairies. I just see them on the card, and I see them in various kind of, like, I don't know, like Tinkerbell. It's very, very interesting. It's like crazy. Wow, strong images.
and then the little boy that I see, the male, I know you said there were 2 that you lost. One of them I do believe was a male, and I do believe that he's in your energy and he pushes you forward. Would he have been he would be under 10, is that correct? Under 10, he's a little this one that would have been um pushing you forward, encouraging you. He's in your energy, and I don't know that you can feel him. I do feel that you will have the opportunity to have children again. I feel like you will have a girl and a boy. I don't know that you're with somebody now, and if you are with somebody, I don't feel like they're going to be the father of those children, but I do see 2 children coming along in the future. I feel like one's a boy and one's a girl. I feel like the boy is going to be first, and I feel like it's the regeneration of the one that you lost, but I feel like he's in your energy, encouraging, is just not ready for that to happen yet. And you just keep saying yes, but I don't know what the yes is, because I asked 5,000 questions.
Yes.
But your energy is nice. You're very humble. You're very open, because your energy is very easy to read. I just feel like very welcomed into your spirit, into your environment. You seem to be very nice. And do you have a brother who's an 18-year-old or somewhere around there, like a higher age teen that is around you? Do you have a brother or something like that? Hi, I can. Is that Deck Body? Deck Body? DK? I have no idea.
Who's Jimmy? Is Jimmy yours? Is Jimmy your energy, or is there somebody else here? Jimmy, a brother? Do you have a brother named Jimmy? Maybe who's on your.
Does she have a okay? Yes, he would be under 10 or around that. Okay. Okay, that's the little boy that I keep seeing, the 10-year-old that is encouraging you, that is going to regenerate and come back, and you're going to have another child, male child. But then there's also a living 18-year-old or a living male that's about 18 or something. That could be the Jimmy. Oh, so she says her nephew Don.
Okay, because I'm definitely picking up a Jimmy, an energy of a Jiminy, and did Jimmy cross over, or is he still with us on this side?
Oh, Brittany says her baby daddy's name is Jimmy.
Oh,
Pay no mind to Brandon screaming in the background, guys. Okay, Deke, I got it. Thank you.
so then maybe it was Brittany's. Yeah. But Brittany, that's not the dad of the present child. That's the dad of the previous child, right? But go ahead. But I'll get back to you, Brittany.
That was it. That's all I have.
Okay. Brittany, Jimmy isn't the father of this child, right? Because again, I'm picking up that he's not, but he is the father of a previous child, and he's happy for you. He's in here. He's happy for you. He wants you to know he's glad that you moved on. He's glad that things are working out for you. He knows that you're under stress right now. Is there something happening with the baby? Is the baby having some health issue or something? Because he's telling you don't worry. So is it a financial or health? He's telling me health. Is there something wrong with the baby? Is the baby okay? Or are you concerned the baby may not be okay? Because he's showing me a concern over health, and he's telling me to tell you it's okay. Dad of my daughter, it is this child. He's still alive. Okay, then no, because this person, no. Wow, this person has crossed over. This is a young man who crossed over.
Bonnie, yes, it is good to have him home and screaming in the background.
Yes. Oh, we just got out of the hospital today. She was better now. I was really concerned. So okay, this is a young man though who is on the other side who was worried for you. And so again, it must be a previous relationship or something, because again, this is so Jimmy was the connection as the father of the child, again back to that, but Jimmy is not the person. This person was worried about you because you were worried for the child. And so, but the child had gone home, because he's telling me here the child had gone home and then come back. So the child had already left the hospital, right? And so, and then came back. So apparently whatever happened was only, and the child was in the hospital for only a few days. But again, this wasn't because of birth. This was something that happened after birth, correct? But he was telling me that he's letting you know that lay your fears. She's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. That's the point. She's going to be fine. He's watching over her. You have a lot of folks on the other side, Brittany. You have a lot of young people on the other side who are around you a lot. So you're not alone. And again, a lot of young energy, but people, you've had a lot of loss in your life already as a young person. It's sad to know that that's the case, but and again, young people, but he's saying to be fine, and so don't worry, it'll be fine. He's there. He's letting you know that you're gonna be fine. The things are, she's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. And what's the what's he is telling me something though, and I don't know. He is giving a he's giving me a kind of a heads up, and you may want to consider it a warning. He's saying that there's an event that's like on Christmas Eve, a big family thing on Christmas Eve, and he's saying don't take the baby. He's saying don't take the baby to that. It's going to be too much, and there's somebody who's sick or whatever, and the baby's going to potentially get sick. He's giving me a warning about spending Christmas Eve with too many people, and make sure that the baby is not put in a situation where she could pick up something, because he's making a point of that. Now, I'm not telling you to avoid people that. I'm just saying use some, take whatever you want from him and his information, use it as you see fit, but know that he is trying to send you a message that, again, be careful of her health, and somebody at this event on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. You know, as soon as I say Christmas Day, he's like, no, it's Christmas Eve. And it's a family thing, and there's somebody who could be sick, and they could get the baby sick. So be careful, and make sure that you maybe consider limitation of time there, or limitation of people holding the baby or playing with the baby or whatever, because there is a problem there, and you don't want the baby. If the baby just got in the hospital, it's healthy, it doesn't need that exposure. So be careful, okay? Be very careful with that. And use, again, take that information as you wish, do what you will with it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what he's sharing with me, so you can use it to make a decision, okay? Yeah, that's what I got for you, Brittany. So interesting. Yes. All right, and don't forget don't forget to send me your address, Brittany, via private message only. Don't do it here. Don't tell anybody where you live. Do a private message, and I'll send you the book. Okay. Who else we got, Miss Angie? I can't hear you.
Sorry, Don, I was muted. I was just on Sag Girl Tarot's page, and the first thing I saw was a picture of the little girls on her card. So, Don, we were right on with the little girls on the card. It was exactly as I saw it. Her next thing will be sunflowers. I just subscribed to her page. I don't know who's next, Don. I was totally thrown off. Just wow. But I did want to say, Brittany Kiddo, I'm a person who don't like people kissing on my new baby either, and I wouldn't want to take my new little around to my a whole bunch of new people.
Yeah.
Just because everybody thinks that they can kiss and hug and touch and breathe all over your child. I don't want you breathing on me. I definitely don't want you breathing on my little.
Exactly. Let's give Edward a birthday read.
Okay.
All right,
Edward, are you still here? Aisha Sharif, what is your question? Please don't let it be a love question, because I feel like put your question in. But please don't let it be a love question. I just feel like you're gonna ask a love question.
That's a hint for you, by the way. As in, don't do it. Don't do it. As Angie would say so very well, I'm going to let her say this in her own words. Here we go.
Look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do
it. Oh, watch that love reading. And by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, happy holidays to everybody from Angie.
Exactly, Aisha. I knew that's what you were gonna ask. That is a morning. I do not do love readings. I knew it as soon as I tapped into your energy, because I can feel the, like, when it's a love reading, I can feel the intensity on it. And I felt the intensity. As soon as I called your name, I was like, this is going to be a love reading. Sorry, hon. I can do a general or something else, but I definitely will not do a general. Yes, we are able to see your comments, Inner Dreamer. We're on about 7 different platforms. So for us, all of the comments flow into one chat. For you, it shows up just your chat. So we can see your comments. It's just that we have 7 different chats going through and all of them are pouring in at the same time. So we're not ignoring you and we see them all.
Exactly.
Okay?
Edward, back to you. I got a season for change. It's time for a change, season for a change. And so it is time for you to take the bull by the horns and initiate a change and make sure that you put it into place. Okay. I'm not talking about something haphazard. I'm talking about planning. So start doing some planning, start putting something together, start mapping out where you're moving and moving forward. Okay, don't let it just happen. If it just happens, it will not happen wisely. So again, it's time for you to put. And this is the King of Cups. And so with the King of Cups, see the water underneath. That's the change. You're okay with that. You have to be okay with it. Okay, and it's going to take some work. And you need to bring closure to the work that is sitting in front of you now. Make sure you work hard to get some closure there so you can start preparing to move again into that new space and the new change. So let's get a plan put forward and let's be prepared to change. Be careful about the people around you, because the people around you, this is that 7 of Swords. The people around you, they see you already in a certain way. They kind of have their image for you, and some of them are going to be very calcitrant and not wanting you to change. They're going to be determined that no, you're whatever. But I'm telling you, change is necessary right now. So let's get doing it. Don't be surprised if February is going to be a big month for you this coming year, because February is going to be that energy, which is super, super important. And yeah, I keep getting 2s, lots of 2s, which is telling me February again. This is another 2. So you're going to be the 2s, and you have to make the change. This is that death card. This is that death card.
Don, I got the exact same I got the death card too. Transformation. Yeah.
Yep. And remember, the Tower card is the things around you change, the universe is changing, spirit changes. This is you changing. Again, death card is you making change. So it is dependent upon you. If you want to move forward, Edward, you have got to be the change agent. You have got to make things happen, and you cannot sit back and let it happen. However, before you do that change, remember what I told you. You had that 9, and that 9 tells you got to bring some closure to some things. You've got to bring some things closure before you move, before you can move beyond. And then again, there's that planning. Planning is important, because if you're just doing this blindly, don't be surprised if you don't have the success you want. You don't leave it to the universe. This is you. This is on you. What you got, Angie?
Did you get the King of Cups for him also?
I
I thought I
did.
heard you say that.
I
Okay,
did.
I got the King
Yeah.
of Cups too. The first thing came out was the Page of Well, the first thing I heard was slow down. You're spreading yourself way too thin. You're trying to do too many things at once and you need to concentrate. And they're telling me you need to concentrate on your intuitive side. Like you're trying to do too many things at once. Once you decide what you want to focus on and move forward, that's what you're going to do. So I got the Page of Cups for you. So that's intuition. That's you um paying attention to your got it now. Paying attention to your intuitive side, your intuitive nudges, and just knowing um um like your artistic side, your poetic side, your psychic side. Pay attention to your psychic side and that for you, because I think that you're trying to do too many things at once. I want to do a little bit of things here, I want to do a little bit of things here, and you're trying to be a jack of all trades instead of being more of a centered focused person. So like do this, and then after you master that and get that kind of under control how you want it, then add something else and add something else. If you do them all at once, it's kind of like I'm an attorney that does finance. I do divorce. I do criminal. I do bankruptcy. You're doing too many things at once. You kind of need to focus on something and get your mind set on that and then move forward with that. Like you need to fully understand your ability in that, or your powers or your direction in that group. So Page of Cups, kind of need to get a little bit more. You're your energy's too young and too wild and too free. You need to kind of rein it in a little bit. When I first saw this, I actually thought this was a Fool card and then realized that it was the Page of Cups. So you want to start a new journey because I feel like you want to start something new and you want to start something new. They're saying, hold on, slow down, let your intuition step forward and tell you what to do or feel it through because you got a lot of emotion cards. You also got the King of Cups, and that's somebody who's in control of their emotions. That's somebody who's using their intuition. That's somebody who understands how to move forward um, in a way that they're not just kind of flying off and just, like having emotional responses to everything. So I'm getting that you should just kind of slow it down. That was the first thing I heard was slow down and center and focus a little bit and then move forward. And then I got the transformation card, which was the same thing. Me and Don both got the King of Cups and the transformation card. So you are transforming, but I feel like the transformation is that you need to focus and then just kind of, as you transform spiritually into whoever you're going to be, get a handle on that before you get a handle on something else. It's kind of like, oh, I got on the bike yesterday and now I want to get on a motorcycle. Like I learned how to ride a bike yesterday. Now I want to ride a motorcycle. Then I want to do a unicycle. You got to kind of get your bearings and understand how to do each thing steadily and focused and master it and then try to do something else. And I'm not saying don't do all these other things and have all these other layers coming in, but don't spread yourself too thin where you don't really have any kind of authority over anything. So that's what I got for you. A happy birthday. I hope you had a great birthday.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Happy birthday.
Okay, so you're going to focus on the meditation. That sounds good. That does sound good. Um, if that's the way you want to go with the meditation. Oh, good. Just slow it down. Not like don't grind it to a halt. Slow it down a little bit. Like don't try to do every single thing. Like if there's 8 events in a week, you don't have to do all 8. You could do 3 or 4 of them. Just slow it down. Don't grind it to a halt. That's not what we're saying. Just slow it down just a little bit so you can get a little bit more focus and a little bit more mastery. Like they're really saying you need to get a little bit more mastery over it so you're not just like sprinkling out just the tip of the iceberg. Like I kind of know how to do it, or I might know how to do it. Like maybe it's the first day of hair school, and you're like, oh, let me give you a full cut, color, and style. When all you really know how to do is set your station up. So they're saying give it a little bit more time to walk through before you spread yourself so thin. So that's what I got for him.
Super. We have about time for one more, Miss Angie. Whom
All
shall we
right.
choose?
I don't know. Who's that one person who wants a reading?
And don't be giving no love reading. Don't be asking us love reading because you will be struck off the list like.
Did you say love? All my guys just walk out the room. They be like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
You get the
No,
Z
thank you. Inner dreamer, what's your question? Because I don't see. I see you said, are you able to see the comments on YouTube? So what was your question, inner dreamer? And you said happy birthday, which is nice. So what do you got?
Dreamer, I must be dreaming.
And Brittany, I'm glad you stayed around because earlier I didn't have any messages for you, and I'm glad you stayed around. Hey Tammy. Hey Deke. Oh, Deke said, "What's his future read? A future reading, please." Okay, got you, got you. Jack Mac, I've read you so many times. I don't have anything for you right now. Um, but what's that? Deke future reading. Okay, let's see what we got for you. Future reading.
We'll do Deacon, then we'll do Inner Dreamer, like you
Inner
mentioned.
dreamer. Okay.
We'll do general. Those are the last two.
Okay. So Deke future reading. Deke, I feel like they showed me you climbing out of I keep wanting to say a pit, but they keep saying climb out of a tunnel. That seems weird to me. Climbing out of a tunnel, like you were in a long tunnel and you're climbing out. So like maybe you were on a long journey, supposed to be going this way. You're supposed to be going forward and you started to tunnel yourself down low, and so you had to climb, dug yourself into a hole on the journey that you were supposed to be going on. So you were in a tunnel. So like this was like you didn't know where you were going. Like you were already in a dark space or in a place where you didn't know which way to go. And instead of going forward and following where the light was coming from, you dug yourself down into a hole. So you had to pull yourself up out of the hole. And now that you're back on level ground, you're going to move forward. So they're saying the road going forward is going to be okay as long as you follow the light. Like you have somebody that is trying to guide you. Who's your grandma? And does her name start with an M or is her name Molly? Do you have a grandma that is deceased? Who are we reading? What's his name? Deep. Do you have a grandmother that is passed on? Does her name start with an M and is her name Molly or Holly or something like that?
Deke, are you still here?
Shield Nova, the reason I skipped you is because initially I think you asked for spiritual guidance, and I was like, I don't have any spiritual guidance. You don't think you have? Everybody has a grandmother, Deke.
You don't think you have a grandmother? Or
You
you...
don't think you have a grandmother? Everybody has a grandmother, or they're both still here. There is a female older energy that is guiding you, or there is a strong feminine energy that is guiding you. And it's kind of like, you remember the Michael Jackson video where he was doing, is it Billie Jean or wherever it is, where the path lights up? Is that Billie Jean?
Yes.
Which
Mhm.
video? Okay.
Yep.
So they're showing me how the path is lighting up for you. And if you step on each lighted block, that's where you're going. So somebody is lighting the way for you. It seems to be a female energy. If it's not a relative, then it is a guide or someone that is guiding you, but you're not listening. You dug yourself into a hole. Like I said, you're pulling out of the hole, but now it's time for you to move forward and you need to listen to the intuition or the guidance that you get. Like, I feel like you get a lot of things, like you get a thought and it's like, oh, maybe I should go and apply for that job. And you're like, nah, I don't think so. Where did that, and you're not listening to the nudges that you're getting because you don't think they're coming from spirit. You're like, oh, that's just kind of me, or that's just kind of a coincidence. And they're trying to lay the path out for you to get you to where you want to be. What's with Seattle? Are you trying to move? Everybody in your life is alive. Every single person in your life is alive. G. Um. Also, what is with Seattle? They keep showing me Seattle. Are you trying to move to Seattle, or are you in Seattle? So what's with Seattle? They're showing me Seattle. They're showing me rain and they're showing me lush green. So it's a wet place, but I heard Seattle. So what's with Seattle? Either way, you're getting guidance, but you're not listening. You're not listening to your, you don't know anything about Seattle. Okay, then maybe this isn't your energy. So I'm going to disconnect from you because none of this seems to be going towards you. Because I distinctly heard Seattle. I distinctly see rainy, wet climate, and I see you focusing or going that way, and being guided by a higher power that is a female energy that is passed on. But since you're saying it's not you, then I'm just going to disconnect from your energy. Don, you can go ahead.
This is Deke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking our teammates' side, and instead of like, I'm trusting me where they are.
Let me do cards because I'm not really picking up energy with Deke. Deke, are you into? You're very no. Deke, did you is what I'm picking up um a female energy, I guess you would say a female. I'm picking up you pissed somebody off. Did you break up with somebody and you did it wrong? Did you break up with somebody like an email or a text? Did you I'm picking up you pissed off a woman. There's a female who's pissed off and you end it like that? Does that resonate with you? Did you end a relationship with like a text or a phone call or something? You didn't do it in person? Because I'm picking up an energy from some female who has that kind of energy about you, and she's pissed. She's really not happy with you, and I don't blame her if it happened that way, and that's what I'm picking up. Okay, so is there a response here, Deke? Does this register? Did you do this? Did you break up with somebody and you just kind of, um, that's I'm like, wow, wow. I mean, strong energy, seriously strong energy. Who did you piss off?
There's definitely a strong female energy around him, but he keeps telling me no.
Not recently, been single for a while. Well, I'm not saying it has to be a while. I'm not saying it has to be recent, but there's this energy hanging over you. Um, wow. Okay. Well, there is an energy. You have to do something to set things right. Okay, because there's an energy over you. You should do some reflect. If you if you can't figure out who this is, you need to give it some time and figure out who you wronged some female and she has a lot of strong energy that she sent your way. I'm not saying she's intentionally trying to send you bad juju, as we call it, but somebody has really sent some negative hard energy that hangs over you, and it's going to keep you from moving forward in a very beneficial way. I mean, you really did something. So I don't know if you again, I believe you when you tell me that you didn't do something recently, but think in the past, you have screwed over someone and you did it really tactlessly, and they are not happy campers and they really sent something back on you. So, and I'm not saying it's the intentional on their part, but you really hurt them. So you need to bring some balance into your life and figure out who needs an apology, and a sincere apology, by the way, and you need to offer that apology because yes, you got something hanging over you and something that you have hanging out there and it needs to be fixed. You need to take care of this. And it's going to allow you to move forward, because I feel like you're in a holding pattern for now. And part of it is because, again, the universe is like, there is an apology owed. So do a little reflection and and come back to us and let us know if you figured out who it is that you had slighted. But I do feel like it's like a relationship situation, and you just kind of blew them off, but you did it really tactlessly, and it's going to haunt you. It's going to keep you from progressing, in my opinion. And I don't really, that very seldom happens. And again, I don't think she meant to do it, but I think she was so hurt that she's like, you deserve some bad stuff, and that's when she's thinking, and so she kind of sent it that way. But I don't think she intentionally meant to cause you any harm or whatever. She just you really crossed the line. You crossed a line, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Think about it. Think about it, Dee. Think about it. Think about it. Okay. Anything else, Angie, before we roll on? Okay.
No, I don't have anything.
Exactly. Next who was the last person we said we would? There was two at that time.
Something dreamer, inner dreamer.
Inner dreamer. Okay.
And general inner dreamer.
She said me please, but I didn't see.
I thought she said general.
I see low. Says you pissed in someone's Cheerios. Yeah.
Oh no, that's Tammy.
Yeah, Dream, is it general or do you have a specific question to ask us?
And then Edward said, any suggestions on software for recording meditations or editing?
I would look at Wondershare from Filmora, from Wondershare. It's $89. You pay one time and it's good forever. It's a lifetime, one time purchase. You can get all these upgrades. You don't need them, but for recording, that's wonderful. Or the other thing to do is just do it on Zoom. Go onto Zoom and record on Zoom. You can also use this platform. This is Restream with Angie and I are on. That's why we were able to do it on 7 different platforms at one time. You can actually record on Restream and then download it, and you don't have to go live if you don't want to. But you can do that on this platform here. So Restream.io is this one. And again, it's a free platform, a free account, and then you can upgrade it if you want, but you can record here. Or again, do it on Zoom. Go on Zoom and like you're doing a meeting and just record like you would do a meeting on Zoom. And then and when you exit Zoom, it'll say, do you want this? Because you click on that record button, and then you, as you leave, you click and say, I want to save it. So then yeah, you may want to try Restream. I'm surprised Zoom, you can't hear the forks. You may want to get them closer to the maybe your microphone that keeps you from hearing the forks, because the microphone might not be a dynamic mic that picks up sounds at certain angles. But yeah, that I would try either one of those. But if you can't, then go to Wondershare and use Wondershare. Wondershare works wonderfully, and that's what I use to make most of my videos. I use Wondershare. Sonoran Mystic, yeah, .com.
So if
Yep, I'm there. Yeah, Sonoran Mystic Tarot on YouTube. Yep, it's and actually I will show you the QR code so you can find it, and it should put it in the chat right now. If you look in the chat, it should show this with an underline, and you can click on it through there. So there was a general or it was a specific. I can't remember for
he
energy.
said general.
Okay.
I immediately heard the show starts now. So are you preparing to do a big unveil or reveal? Like, are you starting and you're ready to, like, you have an open you've been planning, building up to, you're ready to launch it, you're ready to release it, you're ready to let it go public and let everybody, and I heard the show starts now, like all of your hard work. They showed me the 8 of Pentacles, and you've been working really hard at this. Now it's kind of like showtime and the curtains are opening and you have to be ready. But they show me you kind of have stage fright because you're afraid of how everybody will react to what it is that you're doing. I'm hearing just relax. Everything is going to work out fine, work out even better than you planned for. And whatever budget that you had, I feel like is this you that I'm seeing that is launching something or starting something, is about to release something, and whatever you thought would be a good number, they're going to exceed it, and it's going to do even better than it would have. But going into January or whatever your release date is, it's still going to be great because it's a service or a product that everybody wants. So is that you launching or releasing something? Because I immediately heard the show starts now. Is that correct? But you have here to there to here to there. You're doing a lot of movement. You're doing a lot of things for your launch is whatever your thought it was going to be. Not launching anything. You're not starting anything at all because I heard the show starts now. family drama, because I heard that too. I want to fold into that. So is family drama? Is there a situation that's going on with family, like you're getting together for the holidays and there's going to be family drama and you're trying to anticipate and be prepared for them? Because I heard that, but I didn't want to go that route. I figured that it was launching something new. So is it the family drama that is going to be there? Hi, Stacy. So you're not starting a new business, inner dreamer, or you're not starting a new church now. Yeah, and then I even asked what's through, and it's going to move you forward.
What you doing?
Okay, well, you said you don't think so, so then that's not you either, because I really feel that you're starting something new, either a job or a business or something either. So I'm going to disconnect from you too. And I got the Ten of Pentacles. Give me the Ten of Pentacles. Been thinking about going live with your tarot, or like doing readings for other people? Is that what you've been thinking about doing? Or telling more people about it? Don, you go ahead.
Inner dreamer, the one thing that I was picking up for you, are you thinking or planning on a family change, adding a child, having a child? And is it a daughter that you want? Because I'm picking up a child coming into your world, a daughter, or is this like a very recent addition already? But I'm picking up another child, a new child. Are you looking at maybe having a child or thinking about adding a child or something like that? Um, And at first, I was asking Spirit to tell me, is this like an adoption situation, or having a child come live with you from somebody else? And I'm picking up, you just adopted a son, so it is an adoption situation, because I was picking up that there's a daughter. Don't be surprised if December 10th. Oh wow, interesting. Yeah, because I just got the adoption thing, and I'm like, okay, adoption situation, funny. But there's a girl in the picture in the mix. Did you have a daughter already, or are you? Is that a potential down the road? Because I'm picking up a daughter as well. Yeah, interesting. Definitely. That's wild that we picked up that the child. That's crazy. And the adoption, and of all things, it's like, wow. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so again, Inner, do you have a daughter already, or is there a daughter potential coming? Because if you don't have a daughter yet, don't be surprised if a daughter comes along in the picture, in the mix eventually. You keep saying you want a girl. Yeah. Well, guess what? I get that. I get it too. And yeah, I love this. This is great. Thank you for adopting, by the way. I've adopted too, and they couldn't be closer in my heart in any way possible than they are. I mean, they're just something else. Both boys, and about 5 years apart. And it's funny because I adopted them both at the same age, but they're 5 years apart from each other. So it just happened that they wound up being the same age when they were adopted. It didn't, and the same age of the adoption for each of them. So in other words, not the same age, whatever. Anyway, you get the point.
My daughter's 13.
Yeah, they were adopted at 11 years old when they hit 11. So that's interesting. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, don't be surprised. I'm getting a daughter. I'm getting a daughter as well. So and yeah, that's amazing. That's cool. That's great work and wonderful gift to a child. That's all I can say at this, especially this time of year. How wonderful is that? So blessings to you for doing that and for stepping up, which is wonderful. But yeah, the daughter, don't be surprised. A daughter is in the mix. I'll put it that way. So it depends on what you do with that, which is great. Um, Also, don't worry about the budget. I know that I was getting a feeling like there was a worry about a budget, and will the money will find its way. The money will find its way. Don't worry about it. Don't let yourself go there. Don't allow yourself to entertain that worry because you are blessed anyway, and you've always told yourself that when you wanted the when the money's needed, it shows up. Okay, that's always how it's been with you, and you tell other people about this. Like, it's amazing how when I need something, I ask for it, and the money shows up, and that's what's happening. It's going to happen here. So don't be surprised when that happens. You don't worry about the money. The money will show. The money will arrive. And told my wife if I can't have a girl, then I'm getting damn monkey. Oh, Lord have mercy. Go with the girl. Go with the girl. Monkeys stink. They have an odor. They're crazy.
And girls are so much drama.
Mm.
Boys are so much easier.
I'm not going there. I don't even want to touch that. No, 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 no. I know when to be quiet. All I can tell you is with the boys, they get pissed and then they move on. I have one daughter, and when she gets pissed for weeks and you have to, and you don't even know why you pissed them off. You don't even know. You have to figure out what the hell did I do? I don't even know, but let me try to give a general apology and some other specific and try to make something happen. It's like crazy. The boys will tell you. They'll tell you what happened, and they will.
Breezy. Boys are easy breezy.
They are, yeah. And the best part, even when they fought, they would get into a little fight and they would go at it, and then they're over. It's like, okay, we're done. I'm like, dudes, you just were punching each other, and it's like, oh no, we're done, we're good. We got.
And I got my daughter at the best part, 13.
Oh, Lord have mercy. She put you through your paces, I'm sure. So, well, energy, hold tight, hold strong. Again, I think there's a girl that's going to show up, and things will change. But I get it. I get the feeling a little girl's on the way, but the adoption is wonderful. So, you have 4. Time for a girl. 20, 23, 26, and almost 2. Time for some time. Yeah, you'll be surprised. Don't be surprised.
You have 4 boys? That's a lot of testosterone.
That's a lot of testosterone. So, well, with that said, Miss Angie, I think it's about time for Christmas celebration to begin. Thank you all for coming in. And again, you bring the energy to us. As you bring the energy, that's what we pick up on and read. So we thank you guys for bringing that energy in and being patient sometimes, because sometimes the technology fights us, but we work through it. And
we had a good night, Don, and we only had one poacher or one person come in and try to, lead you to the light, but everybody else was.
Exactly. And before we go, we'll do the Christmas thing one more time. Everybody, here you go. And then the newbie. There you go.
I always like a snow globe, but that I like the music on that. I like the little. I like that.
Yeah.
That is so cute, and how everything lights up at night. I like that one too.
Yeah,
No,
that worked.
you're so good at this. Just so good. Hey, Miss Linda.
Hey, Miss Linda, got here just in time for us to say goodbye. Nice to have you in.
Oh, she says she's been listening, but she hasn't had the opportunity to say hello. Well, it's good to see you or hear from you, Miss Linda.
Exactly. Merry Christmas and happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas to everybody, because this is probably my last of the year.
Yes. I think this might be mine too. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I'm thinking so.
I want to do Sunday. Me and Sherry Berry usually do Sundays, but I don't know. Are you gonna do it tomorrow, Don?
Yeah, I'm supposed to do it tomorrow. Mhm. And then of course, next week is Christmas Day, so that's not really going to work so well, you know. And but then again, who knows? Maybe I don't know. We'll
You
see.
never know.
You
Just
never
never
know.
know.
Absolutely. But thank everybody for popping in. We appreciate it so very
We
much.
miss you too, Miss Linda. When you coming back to Arizona? And when you come, bring us a nice baked good. No pressure. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Make sure it's ample quantities too.
Exactly. Shareable.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, thanks everybody for being in. Miss Angie, happy bird. Listen to me. Merry Christmas.
That too, because it's coming up, and February is my
The
season.
entire month. We got it marked in the entire month. Angie, when Angie celebrates, it's the entire month. Yes.
The entire month.
Yeah, Rachel, Angie and I are both in Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah. We're both in
And
Arizona.
it was 80 degrees, just so you could be jealous, Rachel.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Cynthia is a grandma. Congratulations. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she said Cynthia is my. I'm like, what? Cynthia is a girl. Oh my goodness. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, Pam, you're still in here. Somebody at Susan asked, was that you? Susan said, is that our Pam? And I said, I don't even think I got to answer, but you are still here. Oh, Pam, I miss you.
Me too. Merry Christmas, Miss Pam, and tell my adopted son. It's so funny, Pam. When Pam's son was young, he looked a lot like me, and so they used to tease me that I was the dad. And so tell Kendall I said hello and happy holidays for him and the youngin too.
And let me tell you, all y'all that's just having these babies, keep all that energy on your side of the screen. Do not send that my way at all. Not a new nothing, nowhere, nothing. Because my daughter just had a baby. She had a baby earlier. Her baby is 8 months this month. We don't need any more new additions.
Yeah, exactly. Brandon, I hope you're listening. Yes. I'm telling
I
my
gotta
boys.
go sage Brandon to make sure that spirit ain't.
Exactly. I've been telling my boys the same thing. It's like, no more, no,
No, don't
no.
do it. Don't do it.
Exactly. Yes, I don't need to be a grandpa again for quite a long time. So, well, with that said, everybody, have a great one. We will talk. And again, happy holidays to everybody out there from
Happy
Angie.
holidays.
All right. Have a great one, everybody. Let me do some. Let me see if I have some. I don't know if I have some exit music or anything. I don't even know. I'll just put on the Christmas thing on our way out the door. How's that?